We're live. 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 Not a particularly eventful weekend in the sport of boxing. I took a break, watched some movies or whatever. I forgot what I was watching. And same old trolls trying to get attention online because they can't get that kind of attention in the real world. I just had one very mad at me over the video I posted of Bozy Ennis where he spilled the tea. And he was like, "Oh, well, you never say that about Virgil." It's like I actually did say that about Virgil. I said that Virgil ducked Terrence Crawford 2 times. I said that. The disconnect is thinking that I'm trying to give impunity to one and not the other when I accuse them both of the same thing. And what you're trying to do is rely on ethnicity and race politics to try to make it seem like there's a double standard when there isn't one. These guys tend to project their own biases and their own double standards, their own character flaws on everyone else. It's not that the people that they're accusing of bigotry are bigoted. No, it's that you're the bigot. You're the one that hates people on the premise of what they look like and where they're from. It's not me. I gave Virgil the same heat I gave Boots. Literally. Did several videos about that. Adele, what it do? Justino, what it do? Roman, what it do? Mr. T, what it do? Unbiased, what it do? Country, what it do? Yeah, it's always the same kind of linear arguments that, oh, well, you didn't say that about. Yes, I did, dog. What are you talking about? You're just throwing shit at a wall, hoping something sticks. The exact same things I'm saying about Boots are the same things I said about Virgil Ortiz last year. But because Virgil hasn't fought, nobody's talking about him. He's not really in the news. He hasn't fought. When was the last time he fought? What, the Mighty Mo Hooker fight, I think it was. So of course it's gonna seem that way to a fucking idiot. But I said the exact same things about Virgil that I'm saying about Boots. That neither one of y'all wanted to fight Terrence Crawford because you both had the chance. Virgil was ranked at number 1, but he decided to go the WBO route to fight for a Reggie belt. When if you wanted Crawford, you could have pushed the WBO, and you wouldn't even had to push him because according to them, they offered you Crawford 2 times. You didn't want to fight him. Johnny Blaze, what it do? Liam, what it do? Mr. Punch, what it do? You know what I mean? What does that accomplish? It honestly boggles my mind a little bit. It's a little bit disheartening when you realize that at the other end of a phone somewhere and all of these toxic behaviors is an actual person, that somebody actually takes time out of their day to behave this way online. And you can just tell that, well, if this is what you choose to do with your time, you're probably not doing very well. It's always a guy hiding behind a Google stock image or a blurry picture or just somebody to like, dog, like, look at yourself, bro. Don't even worry about Boots. Look at yourself. You have bigger problems. You want to get into insults and all, bro, look at yourself. You have bigger problems. You don't need to worry about Jaron Ennis or Terrence Crawford. Fix yourself first. Because a lot of y'all dudes really is like bums. Like a lot of y'all dudes is embarrassing. And y'all know y'all embarrassed. That's why y'all got to be on social media with Google stock images and blurry fucking pictures. I'm sorry. I'm not vain or conceited. But if I had to use blurry images and pictures of other shit other than myself just to feel comfortable on Twitter, I wouldn't even fucking use Twitter. The fuck is wrong with a lot of y'all? Fucking bums. I would love to strangle a lot of these motherfuckers. Quiet as kept. But eh, got my Marvel mug. Motherfuckers is too ashamed of their own face, but have everything to say about everybody else. And that's the caveat of being online. It gives everyone a platform, even people that shouldn't have one. Shout out to my man Luisito Calocamanin. Ralph, what it do? So yeah, the Boots thing, I posted a video. It was basically a composite video of Stefan Espinoza confirming that Black Prime did reach out, and what Bozy Ennis said on the Stamina for Sale podcast, that Tandea Yahi and and Spencer Fearon. And it's confirmation, it's basically confirmation that yeah, they did reach out. They were trying to do the fight, and the few people, because only a few people are actually angry about it. It's only a few people. The rest of the people are taking it for what it is. They're like, yo, yeah, like they tried to do the fight, and you was worried about a network you not even signed to. Most people had the reaction that I expected them to have because, not everybody's a social reject living vicariously through a fighter. Except for, one or two guys that are upset about it. Why would you be upset that I'm posting what he's saying? Because you don't like how it makes Boots look. That's what it is. You want to keep up this illusion that everybody's so fucking scared of him. Quiet as kept. Industry rumors indicate that he turned down Mean Machine. That rumor is out there that he turned down a fight with Mean Machine, and I would have liked to have seen that fight. Mean Machine is coming off a decent win. I think it's over. Who is it over? Jamal James, I think it is. It's coming off some kind of win. Was it Jamal? Who is it that he fought? No, he fought. I think he fought Mikhail Fox. I'm not sure if it's Mik. I think it's Mikhail Fox. I might have my names tied up. Real, what it do? Jay Flint, what it do? And there's a rumor out there that Boots turned down a fight with that guy. Rumors been out there for a while though. It's been out there for weeks, and it's like, yo, dog, like y'all just love y'all some counterfeit ass people, man, because y'all are counterfeit ass people. Birds of a feather flock together. I said that nobody loves hype jobs more than Americans. Nobody loves hype jobs more than Americans. Any other boxing market in the world, they primarily focus around the fights. I mean, that's what we're here for. Whereas you focus on the illusion of the shit. You know what I mean? Shit is childish. You want Crawford to be the bad guy. If I sat here saying bad things about Crawford and good things about Boots, none of y'all motherfuckers would complain about that. I guarantee it. If I sat here pushing propaganda saying, yeah, man, Crawford's scared. Yeah, Boots is the next something, yo. Y'all would love that shit. But I'm not gonna do that. I ain't gonna lie for y'all. The fuck? Fuck y'all. If anything, fuck what you like. Fuck you and everybody like you. Fuck you. Eat a dick. Fucking shout out to my man Roman. I can't stand them motherfuckers, man. I'm telling you, I would love to strangle a few of them motherfuckers quiet as kept. Ooh, shout out to my man. Shout out to my man. Lights out. What it do? What it do? Muchas gracias. What up, Ring IQ? What network do you think the PBC is going to wind up? I believe that the Amazon Prime deal is the deal they're going to end up going with, which is basically just a distribution deal. I've said that many times. And I believe that they're going to go with that deal because there's 3 fight dates that they have, one in January and 2 in February. And what I noticed is that all 3 of those days, all 3 of those schedules that they have, they're billed as pay-per-views. So that tells me that, oh, you're probably going to end up taking the Prime deal, and if it's not the Prime deal, I don't know. Maybe it's something weird like Fight TV, that they're just going to distribute the pay-per-views as standalone events. That's possible too. But they do have fights on schedule. TGB Promotions has fight dates on schedule, and they're all pay-per-views. So that kind of gives you a clue that, oh, maybe they go with Amazon and they do the pay-per-view thing because it's the only option that they kind of want, you know? Y'all could have went with the zone and y'all would have got a budget, but it is what it is. Shout out to my man Danny Garcia in the building. Appreciate you, bro. Oh shit, I saw that already. Wait a minute, let me see. Oh shit, I got 2 super chats. Well, yeah, that to answer your question, bro. I think either they're gonna go with Amazon Prime if that deal is still on the table. I think they'll go with Amazon Prime. And if they don't go with Prime, I could see something weird like Fight TV or pay-per-view.com that they would use those standalone pay-per-view platforms to distribute their shit because I'm not hearing anything about them going with a network. I'm not hearing nothing about that. The Netflix shit, yeah, that rumor, I guess it fizzled out. And the only The only option I saw that they had is go with Prime. So because the next three fight dates that they have are all pay-per-views, that kind of gives you a clue who they're gonna go with. If it's just pay-per-views, oh, they probably go with Prime. And the virtue of going with Prime is that it is a very big platform. It's very big, but at the same time, the people that go to Prime are not necessarily boxing fans. So even if they have 100 million or 200 million subscribers, that doesn't mean that's 200 million people that are going to buy a boxing match. The nature of the deal is said to be a distribution and marketing deal. So that would have to mean that Amazon would advertise the fight on their site and people would see it. Though, once again, how many people are in the market for those fights? How many people are going to buy them? Shout out to my man Liam Rockwell. And yeah, yo, I figure that the fight date in January, which I've said, because there's a fight date in January for the 13th, which probably could change, but there is a fight date in January. I feel like that's the Wilder versus Ruiz fight, because Wilder did say he would come back in either mid to late January, and there's a fight date at the MGM Vegas in January. I think it's the MGM, but I know it's in Vegas, and that could be the Wilder fight. But what could mess that up is that the Saudis want him to fight Joseph Parker in December, and the deal structure is different. If the Saudis want you to fight Joseph Parker in December, you don't have to worry about the money. You'll get your money. You don't have to worry about what the pay-per-view does, if it breaks even, if there's an upside. They're going to give you a flat amount of money, and it's likely a good amount of money. Whereas if you go with the Ruiz thing, yeah, you have to worry about it breaking even, because if it doesn't break even, you only make so much money. So the guaranteed cash in December, it should kind of be a no-brainer, but Wilder doesn't have no brains, so he lets Shelley do all the thinking for him. Shout out to Fat Belly. Rumor is Espinoza fucked up and they owe Canelo fights. Really? I was wondering about that. I think a lot of people are wondering about that. How does the deal break down now that the PBC don't have a broadcast partner, but you owe Canelo Alvarez 2 fights? How do you get him his guaranteed cash? Just freestyling and thinking about a Canelo fight. That dude is supposed to be guaranteed a lot of money. You don't have a broadcast partner. So now, how do you get him the money? And if you can't get him the money, that if he's supposed to get guaranteed cash per the contract, right? I'm freestyling. But if he's supposed to get guaranteed cash per the deal, and you can't get him that guaranteed cash, does that not mean that you're in breach? That you're in breach of the contract, and that voids the contract because you can't get him the money. You don't have a broadcast partner. Where is the money going to come from? Unless Floyd is going to pony it up, unless you're going to get Floyd or Al to pony up the money that is due Canelo. So it's very, very interesting. All that stuff is very interesting. And yes, Stefan would be liable in that situation. I mean, we know that Canelo Alvarez is one of the very few fighters that is guaranteed a lot of money whenever he fights. He's guaranteed a lot of money, and you have to have that. Obviously, when they entered into that deal, see, the way I look at it is maybe Al knew that this could happen, but he decided to go and do a deal with Canelo anyway, knowing that this might happen because he figured Canelo could be his ace in the hole with a new broadcaster, perhaps not realizing that, like, yo, dog, if y'all are out of a broadcaster, how do you get Canelo his money? How do you get him that? You could create a problem. I'm still hearing that Showtime will do the Canelo fights. Somebody has to, bro. Somebody has to. If it all depends on what's in the contract. And if it's a contract between Canelo and Showtime, then Showtime has to honor it, even if their boxing department has been shut down. If you have an actionable contract with Canelo for 2 fights, you got to do it. But that would be very peculiar because you've shut down your boxing department. There is no boxing department after this year. So you're going to have two Canelo fights, possibly, right, on that platform, and you don't even do boxing anymore. So it's going to be weird. It's going to be weird. And we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. There's also the Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk fight. I saw a thing with George Groves and Gareth A. Davies and Ade Oladipo. I think a day was on it. I think it was a day. Anyway, it was what George Groves said that caught my attention because he's adamant that Fury is not going to fight Usyk. That's the second time I've seen him say that, and there's reason to believe it. So we'll talk about that tonight on the panel. Who on the panel believes that that fight will happen and who believes that it won't happen? And if it happens, what happens? Who wins? You know? It's unfortunate the state of boxing, it is. But the reason that I'm still optimistic is because for every American prima donna or for every gypsy con man, there's always some other fighter that's willing to do the job. There's always someone else willing to step in and do what somebody won't do, what somebody else won't do. You know, you have American fighters that will not get on a plane under any circumstance to fight anyone. There are those kinds of fighters. But for every fighter like that, there's a Mauricio Lara. There's a guy like that. These are the unsung heroes of boxing, the salt of the earth guys that they don't get caught up in the egos. And when there's an opportunity, they jump on it. Whereas guys like Gary Russell, guys like Frank Martin, you're not going to do anything with your career, man. You're not. You're not. You guys aren't going to do anything. Whatever you were going to do, you must have did it already. It's the reality of it. And some people don't like that I have those harsh perspective. Oh my goodness. Why did you do that, Luis? Luis, you didn't have to do that. Why you doing that for me, bro? You didn't have to do that, bro. Oh my God. Thanks for all the content. I really enjoy it, and it helped me out while I'm driving at night or for work. Yo, dog, you didn't have to do that, bro, but I appreciate you, bro. And thank you for doing that because that's what makes the show possible. You know, sponsors like you. I appreciate that, bro. I really do. I really do. I have the best subscribers by and large. I love my audience. We're not the biggest, but we are the smartest. We are. We're not the biggest audience, but we're not, we're not the biggest. It's not the biggest channel, but this is the smartest audience. And I thank you for ring IQing with me. And yeah, just the reason that I'm optimistic about boxing and why I believe it'll be fine is because for every American prima donna, there's another fighter that's willing to do the job because boxing is still a poor man's sport. And there are plenty of people in Mexico, in Argentina, in Asia, and parts of the UK and Eastern Europe that where some American fighter doesn't want to do what he's supposed to do, what he's paid to do, they'll do it. They'll do it. And then when those fighters achieve success and when those fighters start to get popular for doing things in a way that appeases the audience, appeases the paying public, it's the American fighters that end up feeling some type of way. But what do you expect? You guys think that after a couple of solid fights, oh, you supposed to just get the red carpet after a couple of. It doesn't work like that. It literally does not work like that. Even for the guys that made it, like Floyd, it's not like he became a superstar right after he fought Gennaro Hernandez. No, he didn't. It took a lot of fights. It's not like he became a superstar after Endu or Manfredi. No, it took a lot before he got to where you know him as. And the reason that you guys don't know that is because you're young and dumb. You didn't see the progression of his career to realize that that money made portion is like the latter portion of his career, you know? It took a lot of work to get to that point. That's why I'm not worried about it, even though there's a lot of worry in the American market because Showtime decided to pull out of boxing after 37 years. I'm not worried about it because of all the other markets. I'm not worried about it. Where you have American fighters that you can't get them to go anywhere, even if it's for an opportunity. You have fighters like Liam Wilson, who came to America and put on a good show and acquitted himself well And if he's ever fighting, yeah, I'm watching it. The same applies to fighters like Stevie Sparks. That it's like, yo, where a lot of the American fighters just want to act and talk and waste time. Yeah, somebody else will entertain us. You don't even have to worry. Go do your prima donna thing. Frank Martin, go take more Instagram pictures, bro. It's okay, bro. The lightweight division will be fine. It's fine. We got William Zepeda. We got Muratalla. We got Lindolfo Delgado. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm not worried about it. There's a lot of there's you can see that there's a nervous air in the industry right now that people are nervous, but I'm not nervous because there are other markets out there that are doing better than they were a few years ago. And there are other fighters out there that if you don't want to do it because you think you're so goddamn special, yeah, somebody else will. That's the way it always is. What you won't do, somebody else will. And they'll do it with a smile because they don't have the ego that you have. That's what's holding back a lot of things in the American boxing scene is the egos. What are you expecting? You know, it's a business. What are you expecting? That's why I'm not worried about it.
What's good, Jules?
The same old shit. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. For every American fight that falls through because somebody wanted too much money or this or that, right? You still get great fights like Fabio Wardley versus David Adelaide. You still get great fights like Lee Wood versus Warrington and Lee Wood versus Conlon. The Americans think that if it's not their party, that it's not a party. Brody, we don't actually need a lot of you motherfuckers to watch a good fight, to be completely honest. I mean, the heavyweight division is almost all foreign guys. Almost. You know? So I'm not worried about the shit. Which has a bug that causes an echo. Google is working. Oh shit! It says your guest Luis G is on an Android Chrome, which has a bug that causes an echo. Google is working to fix it for now. Please ask your guest to wear headphones to avoid the echo or use a different browser. We've also informed your guest. Oh shit! Shout out to StreamYard.
At least they're getting a little better about things because, man,
Yeah,
they have glitches all the damn time, man.
yeah, they're stepping it up, and that's kind of like the moral of tonight's story. That even though there's people that are worried about how, yeah, Luis, they saying that you use headphones, bro, because your Chrome is causing an echo, bro. Just get your headphones, bro. And yeah, that like that's kind of the moral of tonight's story. That for every Frank Martin, there's a Mauricio Lara, bro. Like seriously, for every Frank Martin, there's a guy that will go in there and entertain and make the most of it. So I'm not really worried about where boxing is right now. I'm not. It's in a transitional period. A lot of people are worried that after Canelo Alvarez, who's going to be the face of boxing, bro? This is nothing but the period in between the Ali era and the Tyson era. The
Could you hear me?
Holmes era was in between there. And, you know, some people weren't crazy about Larry in his
Mm,
time, right?
no,
But
it's not even that.
boxing has always had transitional eras like this, so I'm not really worried about it.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I can even hear him. I don't hear the
Word
dog.
up, bro. Word up. What's going on, bro? What's going on? What's going on?
Who's Algerian asshole?
This is the AA, bro, coming straight out. I just want to know what's going on. What we talking
Sorry
about,
about the
bro?
echo.
All right, bro. You can go be here. Like I don't have time for that shit, bro.
I'm
Go
gonna
get
go off
fucking
mute
laid,
again.
bro. The fuck is this? Like the fuck? Like you don't? You're in
So I can hear
Algeria,
what has
bro.
been
Do you know
happening.
how fucking hot Algerian
Okay.
women are? Go fuck somebody. Fucking weirdos, man. Shit is crazy. Like yo, bro. Let's go. Go sniff some fucking coke, bro. Like what the fuck,
That
bro?
nigga thought
He
he was
already
the main
was.
character.
Word, right? He probably already was. I shout out to Mr. Calderon. I'm over the U.S. market. Love them. 4 p.m. Yeah, I love those too, actually. Like, it's become a pastime of mine to watch boxing in the afternoon. And yeah, I enjoy it because the Americans would have me up at 1 in the morning while the guys are just making their ring walks. Like, come on,
Mhm.
dog. Y'all have to do better. You know? Shout out to Liam. IBF 154 purse bids called for November 21st. Ooh. So they might want to keep that belt. That's news to me because the deadline I think they said was the 12th for Charlo and Murtazaliev. But I really don't think he's gonna fight him. I just don't. What do y'all guys think? Y'all think he's gonna fight him?
I don't
No,
know.
100% no. I think that fight's done. I don't think he's going to take that fight. To be fair.
Yeah, like I just can't see it. Like he's gonna rush back to 154 after he was at 168, and to
Yeah.
make what money?
I
How long
I'm
has
surprised. I thought
has
he
it
would
been
go up
since
to
he's fought at
160.
54?
Over a year, bro. The last time was the Castaño fight, bro.
Yeah, so
Yep.
maybe if
You
there
think
was
he'll
good
do it,
money
bro?
on it. If there
But
was good money on it, yeah, but I don't think so for Murtazaliev. No, what is his name? Is it
yeah,
No,
Murtazaliev?
that's it.
you said it right. It's Murtazaliev. It's
Yeah,
Murtazaliev.
no, no.
I just like that's not a money fight, bro. Like it's not. Like the fuck. Like I don't know. I think maybe they just don't want to have to give up the belt. So it kind of reminds me of the Leo Santa Cruz thing. You guys will remember that before Lee Wood got the belt, they drugged
Yeah,
that
yep.
shit out, bro. They drugged
Yep.
that. They drugged that shit out for like a year, bro. Instead of just cough up the belt, bro. You know you're not gonna fight Lee Wood. You know you're not. So just give up the belt. But that shit drug on for months and months and months. And I think that's probably what this shit is, bro. Just like the Rolly shit. Rolly, you know you're not gonna fight O'Hara Davies, bro. You know you're not.
He
You
don't
just
want
pretend.
nothing to do with O'Hara Davies.
Exactly. Like you know you not, bro. Like you just trying to hang on to that shit, but we all know you're not gonna fight that dude. And if push comes to shove, remember, let's just say O'Hara Davies take care of business with Ishmael, right? And let's say that a purse bid, they order the fight and they don't come to a deal, yada yada yada, and it goes to a purse bid. You guys don't have a broadcaster, bro. You don't have the
That's
money to win the purse bid.
facts. That's the problem. Is getting a broadcaster. O'Hara Davis has always had a problem with getting broadcasters.
No, he
Because
has one now. He has one. He's with Golden Boy.
yeah. But he was lucky to get that. He had a lot of trouble for like about 6 years. There was a controversy
Mm.
with what he said with the Liverpool thing. I'm not really. I'm from the UK, obviously, but I don't live in the UK. I'm not really that. I'm not. I'm more into other boxing than I am like UK.
No,
Like
no,
I
I'll
know
tell
all
you, bro.
boxing.
I'll tell you, bro. O'Hara Davies was picked up by Golden Boy. So that's saying that O'Hara, while it is true that for a very long time he didn't have a broadcaster, which is true. He didn't have no money behind him for a very long
No,
time. Now he does, right? And Rolly, yeah, even though Rolly is with the PBC, y'all the ones that don't have a broadcaster. Y'all don't have
that's
no network.
facts.
So
That's facts.
so if it goes
That's
to a
facts.
so if it goes to a purse bid, what are y'all gonna do? What you gonna try to break the bank and use your little bits and nickels and dimes to try to save Rolly and keep that belt? Like, come on, B. That's why I kind of feel like
Facts.
they just dragging this shit out. That's all it is.
They're
Just
going to
dragging
award
this
him a
shit.
new box of crayons.
That's what they should give
Uh,
him. That's what they should give him. The 64 pack. You know the big shit, right? The back to school shit.
The one where you can sharpen the crayon in the back of the box.
The special box, bro. The special box with you know what I'm saying? And that's I think that's how much of a joke the American boxing scene has kind of become, that y'all really trying to keep Rolly with a belt. We really doing this? This is really happening? All right, yo.
Wild crazy.
Garbage. He's garbage.
what's
Hey,
he got?
Jules.
What's he got at 140? He's at the WBC or some shit.
No,
Well, what's he got?
he's got the WBA.
Hey, Jules.
Yeah, good.
I gotta share my Boots IBF theory, right?
Mm.
I need everybody to hear this. It's based on some facts, but the actual bottom line is all speculation. But I got a feeling this is what it is. Okay, so Boots, when he went the IBF route, was on October 23rd. Is when Jake Donovan reported that he, basically petitioned on the IBF side, right? So when you look at the timeline, when Spence had the belts, at that time they said he would have 120 days after the fight with Crawford to make the fight with Boots. So
Mm-hmm.
Terrence Crawford inherited his 120 days. Well, we know that now. Now, in regard to when Spence activated the rematch clause, he waited to the very, very end. We also know that the IBF sent a letter to Terrence Crawford on August the 25th. Terrence Crawford responded and said, I cannot actually negotiate with Boots because I'm contractually obligated with Errol Spence, correct?
Mm-hmm.
What I believe happened is that PPC does not want the Spence and Crawford rematch. Errol Spence wanted it, but I don't think the fight's going to happen. I believe they talked him out of it. Still don't have him do the rematch clause, but what happens is the fight ended up dropping off. They look out for him at 154, but by him doing that, it put Bud in a position for him to lose his IBF, and that's why your theory about PBC now being in bed with Boots actually has validity, because they might have worked behind the scenes to say, "Hey, Boots, we got Spence to do this, so now you're going to get the IBF. Now we create value. Now that helps them both ways, because now there's value in a Boots and Crawford fight. So if there is no Spence fight, now they can say this is for undisputed. Now he can go for 3 times undisputed, and then if Boots wins, then he ends up becoming an undisputed champion. Even though the fight may not happen, that was an avenue to create value for that fight, because now, because of the circumstances that happened with the IBF, if Boots and Crawford was a fight that was made, it would sell more than what it would have sold before, because now there's a storyline, there's something more behind it. Now, does that make
I would say I wouldn't dismiss that. I like, that's entirely plausible. The only thing I will say that it's hard to make that kind of fight without network money, and there is no network money. I mean, I think that most people don't realize how huge that problem is, that you don't have a network to give you no
Yeah.
money. So how do you make any of this shit happen? How?
Yep.
You got to come out your own pocket.
Out of Floyd's pocket, I think, because I'm like, yo, the only person that would have that kind of dough to make shit like that happen, right, is Floyd, fam. He's the only one who have money like that. And
Al
you
Heyman
know,
got money. Al Heyman got
Well-
money.
well, yeah, that is true. He has Floyd's money.
he actually probably invests Floyd's money for him. You know,
You know what I mean? But it's just it's sad, man, because I'm like, yo, you know what? It's sad because it's sad, and it's not sad because in America this needs to happen. Like, yeah, in America there needs to be a reset, because a lot of these
Yeah.
guys don't want to fucking do nothing.
Yep.
They don't want to do nothing. Like,
Yeah, but we need to be more positive as well. We need to be more positive. The UK, the USA, everything's going east. Everything seems to be going to a different part of the world,
no,
into
the UK
Saudi
is still
Arabia.
giving us the UK is still giving us fights though. Like,
Yeah.
look, Adelaide and Wardley is a prime example of what I say all the time. In
That
the
was
UK,
a great fight. That was
in
a
the
great
UK,
fight.
hold on, fam, hold on. In the UK, when you got 2 unbeaten guys, they don't really keep them away from each other. If anything, they make them fight. Like
Mhm.
Joshua versus White, like
Unlike here
Joyce
in
versus.
America.
Yeah, but we're not getting the big fights. We're not getting the big fights now. There's no big stadium fights. What I'm saying is, America used to have all these fights. Like I'm in my 50s now. We're not getting the big fights. It's going to all these non-entity places as a tax dodge. Do you know what it's going as a tax dodge today? Because
That is true.
everybody's
That is what that is. That's a tax.
that
That it
it,
is.
it,
If you go to the
it,
Middle East and you get the money out there, the UK can't do nothing. What the fuck are you? What the fuck are they gonna do about it?
like me and my tent. Like it's like basically what am I gonna do? I'm gonna put a fight on in my tent, bro. Come on, bro.
Hey, yo, is this? Wait. Is this Pigeon?
Yeah, man. This is me. This is me, bro.
Listen, man. I remember you did some weird shit, so I'm gonna get you out of here, okay, bro?
Ah, come on, bro.
Yeah,
on,
I'm really an asshole in real life. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
really an asshole. I'm really an asshole.
Damn, bro.
I knew that voice was familiar, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like
He sounded
this.
shady. He sounded like
Yeah,
was
like I
on
don't have
something.
time. Like what is with weird people, dog? Like that's what
We-
the internet has exposed to me. That like, yo, people are actually a lot fucking weirder than you think.
Weird. You had that guy on Thursday too. You had to shut the fuck up. But who was that guy again?
I got a lot of I actually I can't have him back on because the number, like, you guys have no idea that after the show
Oh, I do.
I had Yeah, I mean, like I had mad people hit me up like, "Yo, dog, can you please?" And I'm like, "Yo, I like." It was like, "Yo, I couldn't watch this shit because this dude's shit is just OD loud for no reason." I'm like, "All right, I got you."
Yeah,
I,
and then
and
he did it
I
all on
Jules,
his
I
own with his
apologize.
unbiased
Hold
for
up,
no
everybody. I
reason.
got Jules, I want to apologize too for getting so upset, but I'm not the type of person to take threats too well, And the thing is, the dude live in my same city. I didn't found out, but it is what it is.
Oh yeah,
listen,
but
bro. You ain't gotta apologize for. I got upset that day too at what's his name? War Porn a Week Radio.
yeah, that's the
Whatever
guy
the
I'm
War
with.
of the week,
Yeah,
Joe from War of the Week. He's an idiot, bro.
that dude is
Those
a
are the type of
fucking
people
idiot.
the
help.
Fury
Those are the
fanboy.
type of
That
people
guy.
that hurts
Julius,
boxing because some of these old cats don't know. They don't listen to their actual consumer base. They talk shit about the people who actually put the money in their pockets and don't listen to what we actually are
Unbiased. Let
telling
me
them.
say this. That is just a small promoter. Like literally, like come to find out, like yeah, you promote like club shows, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like in other words, you're not in a position to be acting like that. Like fam, like you not nobody, fam. Like what is like seriously? Like you not nobody. Like you need to stop living your fantasies out online so you could seem like more than what you. And that's what disturbs me about the internet, bro. Honestly, it disturbs me that most of what stands out to me from the online experience, aside from good ones like the ones with y'all, is that like, yo, a lot of these motherfuckers is really like sick in a dome. And I think that the internet, if anything, is making them even more sick in a dome because it gives them an outlet for those weird ass behaviors.
And you mentioned about the boxers being a problem for boxing, like the greedy guys. It's also their narrative fans, like those kind of people, that are also contributing to the problem because they set the false narratives for them and all the other propaganda.
Well, no, well, Jules said it though. A lot of us, well, I'm gonna say us, even though I don't do what they do, but as American fans, we encourage the goofy shit. We encourage the
Yeah, that's what I'm
nonsense.
saying.
Like I
Can
can
I
be a
say
fan of
something?
a fighter, but I'm a fan of the sport more than the fighter. And these guys are letting their views of their fandom of one fighter make them do and say stupid shit about other
They
fighters
just, yo,
that don't
dog,
be
they
based on
just fall
anything
in
Can I say
love.
factual.
Before,
something?
before I pass it to Leo, they just fall in love. Like, look, I don't give a shit. All right. Man, it gets to the point where I be thinking, you know what? Fuck Team Ennis. Why? Because I don't care who like you. Like, you didn't fucking do nothing for this, for these guys to be this crazy about you. Yeah, you didn't fucking do nothing for nobody to be that crazy about you. You're
Mm.
not even a ticket seller in America the way that Warrington is a ticket seller in Leeds or the way that Lee Wood is a ticket seller in Nottingham. The real shit is, yo, y'all motherfuckers love smoke and mirrors because that's what you are.
Yep.
Smoke and
Yep.
mirrors. That's
Uh,
all you are.
okay,
Birds of a feather flock together.
yeah, Julius, I'm not trying to contradict anyone here, but if you're talking about what happens here in this channel, it's just some guys are weird. Because
Yeah.
for what one instance, you have a guy like me that can barely speak English, and other guy like Mirage that is a hardcore fan of David Benavides and doesn't understand any reason besides that, and still he, he goes to this channel and he can talk with us because even Mirage, I don't think I'm weird. I don't think Mirage is weird. It's just a really
Yo,
great fan
I
of
like
David.
Mirage. Personally, I agree with you, Leo. I actually like Mirage because aside from when he's talking about David Benavidez, he has a lot of reasonable takes. But
Yeah,
let
he
me just
does.
say this. Let me say this, and I'm gonna be completely fucking honest. And I know you guys are gonna think, oh, here comes fucking Julius again. Listen, dog. The real reason that these fucking weirdos always come here and want to be around me and shit, guys like Pigeon and guys, the weird ones, is because they find me attractive, dog. That's what it
This
is.
Oh
nigga.
my god.
I'm dead
Motherfucker, you had
ass,
me,
bro.
bro. You
Yo,
you
Oh,
almost had me. You smoked
extreme
Bro,
me.
pause, bro. Come on, bro.
I'm
Come
not.
on, bro.
Listen, hear me out. Hear me
Bruh.
out. I'm telling you
Spider
something,
Jules, Spider
Hold on,
bro.
let
Jules.
Hear
him
me
cook.
out.
Hold
Hear
on, let
me
him
out.
cook.
Hear me out. You
Let him
gotta
cook.
Oh, I can't wait to hear
understand
this.
that. Listen to me. You gotta hear me out, and I'm not even playing. Like I know it sounds funny, but I'm dead ass. They're like, fam, how do you come here just to act dumb to see my face while you act dumb? That's what it is. That's what that's like if you talking to a bitch and you be saying bad jokes, you hoping for a reaction. Well, that's what these individuals are hoping for. They're looking for a reaction. Because why would you consistently come here to act stupid? Why? What
No, I can
sense
see
does
that.
that make?
I can see
What?
that because as
I
a
got a
young
different.
man,
I got a
I
different
used to think
theory.
acting stupid in front of a girl would get her attention. So I
No,
can see
I got
that,
a
fam.
different. I got a different theory, bro. I got a different theory. It's because now I don't want to give. I don't want to gas you up too much, Jules. Because I be getting mad because I be wanting to disagree with you sometimes, but you be too on point too often. It's because I think you, in my opinion, you're an authority on being honest about the sport of boxing. So that's just wanting the attention from somebody who actually is true to the sport.
I disagree because that's too sophisticated, unbiased. That's too well thought out. You
Yeah,
can't.
but weirdos think
Sophisticated,
of things well.
bro, sophisticated thought processes like that. Remember, you talking about some really dumb motherfuckers, bro. I'm telling you, it's simple because they're simpletons. And the simplest way to put it is, yo, dog, you just want to see my face while you
They
act
want your penis,
stupid.
bro.
I got
They want my penis with the foreskin on it. My shit.
Hey, let's go for the naturals.
Bruh,
All
Yo,
right,
no,
man. All right.
but see,
That's
I'm
enough,
not saying,
Jules.
yo,
That's enough of that.
I'm not
Record
saying it.
scratch.
Listen to me. I'm not saying it to be gross or be fucked up. I'm being real in the sense that I could feel the energy. That's why I say that. I could feel the energy that it's like, yeah, this is feminine energy. Oh, you just want to hear my voice and look at my fucking face, and you would probably try to smell my fucking cologne if you could. You just, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the fucking, like, bro, come on. Like, listen, bro. Yo, come on. We
You're
men
trying to
out
take
here,
it from
right?
the cushion,
We
fam.
men out here. Imagine me going to some motherfucking channel just to act dumb. Why?
I have a
Go get,
theory. I have another theory. I think
Pause.
success attracts haters, and I think a lot of some people are out there are haters.
Coach
And-
Malachi gets them all the time.
Yeah,
that
he
is
does.
true. He does. He gets a lot, but but at least with Coach, they're mad at him. You see what I mean? That they don't call to act stupid with Coach. They want to threaten his life because
Yeah.
they're mad. I could understand that a little better. Like, you know, I could understand that. Like, all right, you just mad at me. These dudes is not mad at me so much as they just want to be around me. Like, yo,
You know why?
fuck.
Because you get
If I
the
may.
you get the LGBTQ version of your haters.
Bro, that's all I seem to get is weird. Bro, you don't notice that on Twitter that I got on Twitter. There's a fucking kid in Pittsburgh, man, and I swear to God, I would strangle the life out of this fucking guy. I really wish I could. This fucking kid
turn him
is
on.
all exactly, and that's the shit. He probably daydreams about. Like, I would love to just choke the fucking life out of this fucking pencil neck dude, because he's always popping up in my shit. And I'm like, see, the only place on this planet where you feel comfortable enough to do shit like this is the internet. In reality, I know you don't be walking around talking like that. Motherfucker put you in a garbage bin, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And it's that fixation.
Oh, you
It's
get
that
stuck in lockers and shit.
I'm sitting like for real, like yo, y'all motherfuckers really is like y'all like, and I don't y'all know I'm not mean because I actually held back on posting that picture of War Week Radio. I didn't want to do that because I'm like, fam, your life is fucked up enough as it is, bro. I
But
don't
yeah,
want to.
but at the same time,
You waited
you
till
don't
the
do that
third
because
look.
you could be held liable for.
Yeah, well, that too, but also like I don't want to, like, I don't
Wait,
want
let
to
me
be
choose.
fucked up.
Julius, is the guy I'm on Twitter here? Is the guy from Pittsburgh getting in your DMs to just like talk shit? Is that what he's saying?
No, like
he's
he'll
threatening
pop
you?
up. No, not threatening. It's more like he's got like David Spade energy. Like yo, yeah, like he like that.
what?
Like he's no gear because he's like a David Spade. Like fam, they're like it's not enough to beat the shit out of you. Somebody got to beat you to death to feel satisfied.
God damn.
Somebody got because he pop up and it's like. I guess what irritates me, it's a pet peeve of mine. That like, yo, you really acting, fam. I know you don't be talking like that on a regular. Like, I know you don't. And you periodically pop up in my shit and say slick shit. And why? Because I picked, this is why, by the way, because I picked Crawford to beat Spence. Literally. That's
If
why.
I may, fam.
Another Spence homeboy.
I feel like the reason why you're hated so much is because if you pay attention to the biggest channels in the YTBC, you're at the threshold for one of the biggest channels. At 20K is usually like right around where their audiences are at. And when I pay attention to some of their views and their live audiences, they're shrinking. They might still have the same number of subscribers or 2-3 times more. However, it's not showing up in their views anymore. Whereas your channel's still growing. Like you're coming up on 21K. It's like,
and I appreciate that. I didn't want to say it myself. I will
It's
say
growing
that,
long and hard.
and veiny.
yeah,
And
it's just the birth of this channel is very.
No, don't do it, guys. Stop now.
I'm telling you
The
that
girth,
Ring
the girth of the
IQ
reach of this channel
Yeah,
is growing
pause.
a lot.
is long and hard. But listen, what he said is actually true without naming names. If you are paying attention, and I'll say that really applies to American channels though, because I noticed that the Brits have a very good core of boxing fans in the YTBC that a lot of British channels actually get really good views, like Hatman. He's got really big views, but it's the American ones that he's absolutely right. And if you go out there and you look, it is true. You got channels that have way more subscribers than this one, but for some reason, their views are low. They're literally like, they'll do a video and it'll only get like a few hundred hits or maybe 1,000 on average. Whereas there's a median number. If you pay attention to this channel, there is a median number. That's saying that more often than not, every single video will do at minimum between 2.2 to 2.5. And no, that's not a huge number. But when all of them are doing that, consistently, that it won't usually drop below that. Not usually. Not unless I do 4 videos in one day, which I normally don't do. And that's kind of why that I like to let them get watched instead of just pumping out content. I like to let them get watched,
And these
so
guys, these guys who are coming over here and talking shit and acting stupid, they're really big fans of those channels, and I'm almost positive they see that as well. That this fucking asshole's over here talking all this shit, and he's got all these views, and meanwhile, my favorite channel is dying essentially.
Well,
It could be
Jules,
that.
didn't you say this was going to happen after July 29th?
I did, but you know how it is, Drew. Like literally, it's one of my favorite Bible verses. I can't quote it verbatim, but it's one of the proverbs that if you tell a stupid motherfucker some shit, he gonna get mad at you for it. If you tell a wise man something, he'll take what you told him and use it. But if you tell some stupid motherfucker some shit, all they gonna do is get mad at you for it. I said
Bro,
that
was
like
practically quote like word for word in the Bible, bro.
yeah, because it says that shit. Stupid. If the
Yeah,
stupidest
stupid
motherfucker,
shit.
if
But
it says that
it's spelled
shit,
like
Yeah.
in a New York accent, motherfucker.
Like,
yeah,
like
with an A and an H, yeah, like motherfucker. It's spelled like that, and
like Bruce Lee has a quote about saying like Bruce Lee says, a wise man can learn more from a foolish question than a fool can learn from a wise answer.
that's true. Ooh, that's ooh, I might have to steal that.
Fire,
You know what
bro.
my favorite? You know what my favorite? You gonna love this. A fish with his mouth closed never gets caught.
Yeah.
What
And
fortune cookie did you steal that from?
It ties back to like even
Oh, you know where that's from, bro. You know where that's from.
like I
But it's-
sent you that clip, Jules. Everybody's mad that Dana White is like, look, I'll put on boxing if it's good fights. I like what Tom Loeffler's doing.
Yeah, but I don't have a lot of stock in the Dana White thing.
No,
Drew.
what I'm
You know
saying, he's just
why?
like if it's just basic stuff.
He
Like
don't pay enough.
No, my thing is this, fellas, that how long has this been? You know that the fight, like
cloud chasing.
yeah, like the
That's
UFC.
weird.
What's the name of that shit? UFC Fight Pass has been doing boxing. That's not some new shit. They've been doing small local types of like they've been doing that. That's not new. And then he said that, oh, you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna do a big show, Cinco de Mayo. No es verdad. It's like that's not a threat to boxing. You know what? You don't share an audience with boxing. You actually don't. Fans of UFC are gonna watch UFC. Fans of boxing are gonna watch boxing. There's only a small group of hybrid fans that actually watch both. But you're not taking from boxing by doing a show that same day, not because you could do your show that same day and watch me not fucking watch it.
How do you like Callum Walsh as a prospect?
Well, I heard that he had a fight the other day, a tough fight, and they really seem invested in him. It's almost weird to me how invested in him they are, but they believe in him, and it looks like he did a decent turnout because I saw. it looks like he did a good gate. So, hey, more power to him. But it's just Dana White's endeavor into boxing. The main reason that I've never even thought about it is because, bro, you're used to having a monopoly and being the head guy in charge. And you can be that in the UFC because it's yours. Boxing is not like that. No, it's not. Eddie Hearn is not in charge of boxing any more than Bob Arum is in charge of boxing, any more than Oscar or Frank or nobody's. You got to compete, and your thing is you're not used to competing. I respect the hell out of Dana White, by the way, so I don't want it to sound like I'm bashing him. I'm just saying that you're literally in control of everything at the UFC. You're not going to be in control of anything in boxing.
And I think that's why I like what he said. Like, look, I got Fight Pass. I will just be the distributor. I got X amount of budget, and I like what the cards that Tom's putting together or other small guys like Lou. And I think it's requiring, like you said, Joe, it's requiring these promoters to actually get out there and promote and put on just decent cards.
Yeah, like if anything, I think that small shows, right? Like Tom Loeffler shows, those could be good in America if the attraction is different. Like, hey, let's get some fucking strippers out here, right?
Well,
between the rounds, take your top off. Why not?
The other thing too is it's actually forcing their hand to actually work together now. Hopefully, which is something that should have been happening a long time ago, and it wasn't.
Bro, I'm just gonna say, I never saw a pair of titties come out and somebody got mad about it. You know what I mean? Even if it was like a
no, like you were saying.
Real quick, can I say something about the UFC stuff for a second?
You do that. I'm going to smoke. Wait, let me read the super chats. Wait, before I pass it to Ray, let me read the super chats. Napoli said, would Ramla Ali be better off at 118 or 115? I would say that the problems, as quickly as I can, the problem she has at 122 would also be there at 118 in the sense that it's a dangerous division. These are divisions where you're not going to win a title from nobody easy. You're going to have to go through somebody that's good. So I don't really think it would make a difference if she moved down personally. It would still be difficult to get a belt. Let me see. There's one more super chat. I think I missed it. Let me see. Let me go down. There it is. Shout out to Get Hands. Let me raise this shit. The fuck, man? This shit is so slow. It's probably on the screen for y'all, but it's just popping up for me. It says Get Hands. I get it. They're giving you that mango stop. I don't. Please don't even bring. Yeah, no. I know what he's saying, and I'm not. Listen. Matter of fact, let me go smoke a cigarette. Ray, the floor is yours.
Yeah, what's it called? On the UFC thing, like a lot of those guys, there is really no crossover. There was a couple times, after the Ngannou versus Fury fight, that UFC fans started getting emboldened, so they wanted to give their opinion on boxing, and it was a very bad one. They started telling us shit like, hey, how about you guys shorten the rounds? Or, how about you guys make the fights a bit more entertaining? Because a 12-round fight isn't really fun to watch. Or,
what?
That's just shit like that.
I just
and I was like,
of Ray Mercer knocking out that UFC dude, and they shut up.
Bro, no, it's because of what's it called? They don't, the crossover doesn't happen because their attention spans, and it's not even to be rude, is generally not made for like a 12-round fight, even a good 12-round fight. Like if I showed them an Arguello fight, half of those guys would fall asleep.
I can agree with that.
I wouldn't doubt it.
because I'm one of the crossover.
I can't agree with that just because the pace of the boxing's pacing. I shouldn't be waiting 30, 40 minutes between one fight ending and the next one fight starting at the live crowd or on TV.
No, I agree with that, but that's not like the shit that you saw during that Fury thing. That's not a common stance. Like usually,
that's a common top-ranked thing. They run montages with Kriegel every time they're on. It takes 20, 30 minutes to get to the next
Drew,
fight.
because Drew, when I was at that Yanni Beck fight live in Stockton, man, they didn't waste no time. As soon as one fight was
that's
over,
one card. How many times did we complain on
they were doing
here?
that though, man.
How many times did we complain on here? How many times did we complain on here that the card? It's fucking Jules is like, bro, what the fuck? It's 12:40 and they're barely getting the main event now.
Drew,
yeah, but is it them or is it the TV network that's making them do that?
It's the pacing. Like even Steve Kim complains about it ad nauseum. We run these montages of too many talking points in between fights. We complain about that. That's one of the main things we complain about is the pacing.
Drew, how will you know about your fighter's sorry childhood and how they are every single person. If Mark Kriegel isn't there to tell you about it.
But exactly, we have there's can we be honest? There's at least an hour every main good card on a Saturday night that has an hour too much of that kind of bullshit.
Yeah,
I'll
like from
say
the
for some of
co-man
them.
to the main event is like 30, 40 minutes before the fight.
Yeah, is that you, Unbiased?
Yeah, that's me.
I'm just mad, Unbiased, that you were very rude with that guy the other night, bro. You should know better.
What guy was rude? Oh, you talking about
What happened
Thursday?
with the guy from the other night, bro?
That
I don't
Ramsey's just
remember.
weird, bro.
His mic was nuts.
No, you could
No,
tell that's the type
no.
of
You
dude
know
that
what?
likes to
Honestly,
peak in college.
here's what it is. Number one, that dude is normally a real loud person aside from his mic. So it was a combination of both. No matter how much he was going to turn down his mic, he was still going to end up being loud. And then he was thin-skinned on top of it. If you mentioned, obviously it got mentioned too much. It led to him wanting to fight with somebody, Unbiased. But he would have said that to any of us probably if we were in that spot, because he just, he was thin-skinned about it. And
I'm sorry, country, you're gonna have to say it again, but louder, because ever since that one episode, my hearing was damaged because of that guy. He was so loud.
I got you.
What made that dangerous though?
booming in his
We live
mic.
in the same city though. That's what made it dangerous. We live in the same city.
Right.
We talk shit to each other on here, but like he was the first. He's real quick to go personal and call you outside your name. I don't like that shit.
Yeah,
that's not a sign of somebody who leads with intelligence.
And I'm a naturally Aggie person at times. I can deal with common sense and reason. Like you can have a difference of opinion with me, and I'm a passionate person about the sport. But I'm not gonna call you a bitch ass, or I'm not gonna do all that. You know what I mean?
Well, he threatened to attack you, didn't he? That's the thing.
And then it's the
he did.
hypocrisy.
Oh, yeah.
He said he's gonna slap the shit out of me. And
It's
I was
the
gonna give him my
hypocrisy, fellas. It's the
I was gonna give
hypocrisy
him my,
that
I was,
piss.
I was
Yeah.
I was gonna give him my address a little bit farther from my house, and I was gonna meet up with him. That's how real it was gonna get.
And it's the hypocrisy for me, because the lie before that, he's talking about, I struggle with mental health issues, so people should be sensitive, and you go and do that shit.
Oh
Fuck out of
my
here.
god!
Okay,
Fuck
nice
out of
and
here with
Fury.
that shit.
He was gonna struggle with physical health too if he had to fuck around.
But it's just shit like that, like bro, like we talk a lot of shit to each other on here, but it's always centered around boxing. It's never personal.
Yeah, but we've never really gone personal on it.
That's what I'm saying. We don't go personal. We just, like, when someone said, like, when Country says, "Oh, I'm out, guys," and I'm like, "Oh, we don't care. Bye." Shit like that.
You mean Drew? You mean normal shit, like
Normal shit, right, yeah.
like normal. Because
like Jules don't have any pecs in that Spider-Man outfit.
Don't make me take speaking of that shit. Wait. Speaking of that shit, my mask came in. Yo, Shakur fighting this Thursday. I'm wearing that shit.
You doing the whole show in the
I'm
mask?
wearing that shit. The mask.
Speaking of Shakur, they not promoting that fight well enough.
I don't agree with that. They promoted it at the fucking. Didn't they just promote it at Allegiant Stadium? They had Shakur there or whatever it was.
Yeah, they're trying.
Yeah, like I don't know what more they can do. Like
it's in the heat of football season too, though. Now, like we're coming towards the
They should have had one. I don't think they should have had the fight in Vegas.
Yeah, it's
bro. I'm gonna say this. I think it's gonna do good. You want my honest opinion? Wait. My honest opinion. It's on a Thursday, bro. I think they're gonna get a lot of eyes on it because it's on a Thursday. On a Saturday night. Listen to me. On a Saturday night at night, how many people are actually home?
Yeah, that's true.
And there's already a lot of people in town.
Counterpoint, Jules.
Yeah.
Counterpoint. That night is a big game between Bengals and Ravens, and those are two popular teams in a popular division. So that's gonna be what they're up against.
But that's on.
So
that's
I don't know
on
if it'll
Prime,
do good.
and that's on Prime, and that's already going to cap out at 12-13 million. Just people on Prime, regardless.
Yeah. Look, ultimately, my thing is this: the ideal time for a boxing match is when most Americans and most boxing fans are home. Well, I would think that I'm old, so I'm usually home on a Saturday. But when I was young, bro, you couldn't find me at home Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. I'm not home. I ain't worried about, and I've always been a boxing fan, but when I was young, I'm not home, bro. I'm not home. Whereas now I feel you're likelier to get people at home on a weekday. Well, what the fuck are they going to be doing on a Thursday? What are they going to be doing?
Yeah, people don't be having shit to do on a Thursday.
If it's Friday, like, yeah, motherfucker might be outside trying to get some ass. Saturday, same shit. But on a Thursday, nah, motherfucker gonna be in a house.
What
And
ti-
it's
what
not
time's
even
the
like
fight?
a summer neither.
What time's the fight though?
I think it's what, the 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock around there,
Yeah,
right?
so we won't have to
10:30
wait.
main event
I
start.
have
Yeah.
a question. I wanted to piggyback this off the panel. Jules, do you think the Ennis camp thought they were going to get this much backlash?
No, I think they thought they was slick. Like the other shit with the Ennis too is the Ennis thing is like y'all really just mad that people are not falling for it. That's what it is. Like if I'm posting an interview with Bozy and he's using his own words and I'm not even saying very much, I'm just repeating what he said. The real reason you're mad is because you can't perpetrate this lie that y'all wanted Crawford. No, the fuck y'all didn't. If y'all wanted Crawford, they offered you to fight, bro. You shouldn't. You're not in a position to be haggling at all. Like you have no bargaining power. You're just a contender, and you're not even popular. You're not even as popular as Conor Ben. He could haggle. You're not popular, bro. Only people that know about you is people that watch too much fucking boxing. So if you get an opportunity like that, yeah, you post a jump on it. If the money was good enough for Frank Warren's fighter, don't fucking tell me that the money wasn't good enough for Cameron fucking Duncan's fighter. Give me a break, bro. Give me a fucking break.
I just can't stand the fact that it's like, what, you're mad that we listen to you and listen to the interviews and remember them?
Yeah,
We
but it's
heard
not
you, Ducka Man.
it's the people that I'm talking about, that what they're mad about is you can't, if I guarantee you that the people that are complaining in the comments of the video I posted, if it were the opposite and I was saying bad things about Crawford and good things about Ennis, they wouldn't complain, because what you're really angry about is you can't run with this narrative that, oh yeah, they ducking. No, they're not ducking Boots. They fucking tried to get him before the Spence fight got made. They tried to get him. You want it to be where, oh, Boots is the special guy that you can't just overlook him. No, it's like that. We tried to get you. You was worried about some other shit. Okay, we're moving on. We ended up having a Spence fight. We beat the hell out of the guy. Now we're up and away, bro. And you snooze, you lose, bro. Very simple.
And it's the same. Crawford, they talked all that shit. Crawford tried to get both the young guns, Ortiz and Ennis.
Exactly. The WBO already offered Virgil to fight 2 times. They didn't want it. And I'm not surprised, because I've been, they don't want to fight Crawford, man. They don't want to get their ass beat. They don't want to get their ass beat for that money. They rather fight Spence. They would rather.
If they were really serious, it would have happened already.
Yeah, and Boots hasn't fought any man. He hasn't gotten any investment going in. He hasn't fought anybody. He's got what, 25 fights already? 26.
Exactly.
No,
bro, 30. It's more than that. It's close to like 30, bro.
Yeah, I mean, who's he fought? It's the same protection stuff. It's like the Wilder resume plan.
I just love how that loyalty to Showtime worked out.
And you know, Drew, that I try to bring it up thinking that people are going to understand that. Don't you see how fucking stupid it is that you were worried about a network you're not even signed to? So that means you don't even have a contract minimum to be worrying about them. You don't have, like what Shakur has, I could understand why, ESPN gives me $3 million whenever I get out. So yeah, I got to look out for them because I get $3 million regardless, right? You not getting that. So what are you worried about Showtime for, bro? You want Crawford, right? You want a signature fight, right? Go get him. Very simple.
And can I just say, like, it's just so boring to just elevate somebody to championship. Like, it's just whack. Like, you can't get like the number 1 and the number 2. If the number 2 is not available, get the number 3 to fight for the belt at least.
Exactly.
Elevating the title.
That's a good point.
Elevating this elevating status shit is whack.
Yeah, it is.
So like you're just giving the belt to them?
Yeah.
The shit is, let me say this, Michael. Let me say this, Michael. There's an angle of this that nobody really says because it's not a very nice angle, right? Let's say they would have got the number 1 and number 2 guys technically are Jaron Ennis and Cody Crowley. Now, let's say they don't elevate Boots. Let's say, okay, Boots, you got to fight Cody Crowley. Is that it? Is that really any better? See, the truth is, not all these guys are going to be stars. I don't care how much you like them. I don't care if you know them. I don't care if you're related to them. I don't care if they're from your city. I don't care. The truth is not everybody in boxing is going to be a star. In fact, most fucking boxers are not going to be stars. And he is not the first decent fighter that has ability and talent that perhaps you're not going to be a star, bro. Why? Look at welterweight. Look at it. Look at it. Who are you gonna fight? Who? Well, he could fight Stanionis. Oh, so fighting Stanionis will make him a star.
All that does is just fighting standing on is only just kind of like validates his welterweight, you know, in welterweight. The welterweights that are any good, they're on they're coming up. They're on the come up. That means they're not on that level yet. And I heard Cody Crowley denied the fight for Boots because they basically offered him less than $100,000 for the fight.
God damn.
I saw Rick Glacier said that shit too. He said that shit that like that Cody is lying. I think Cody said they offered him some he said some shit. The point is
50,000.
50,000. The point is that beyond the polarization of the subject, if you just look at welterweight right now and you gave Boots full access to everything it has, with the exception of Connor, who's not even there right now because he's going up the middle for Chris, right? So you can't even put Connor in it. If they gave you Stanionis, if they gave you Radzov Butaev, if they gave you all these guys, you would have to fight on a consistent basis. That means 3 times a year. Fuck 2, because you're not a star. 3 to 4 times a year. You would have to shell out great performance after great performance after great performance to become a star. And I know that based on what's going on right now, that's not going to happen.
Nope.
You're not going to fight 3. You're not
Yeah.
going to fight 3 times a year. You're not. I know that.
Do you believe they were overpaying him, Jules, just to keep him
Yes,
there?
I mean, it's kind of it's well known that
Yeah.
Showtime was giving him a cash incentive because they weren't going to put it in writing, Drew. You know that. They don't want to put it in writing because if you put it in writing, well, now you're on the hook, and you don't want that commitment. You want a little flexibility, like, look, we're not going to give you a contract, but what we will do is we'll give you $1 million a fight. How's this? How do you like that? To fight guys like Karen and Thomas Dulorme. How do you like the sound of that? That's what they did, and that's where the quote-unquote loyalty that Bozy was talking about, that's what he's taught, that, yo, y'all really getting overpaid, which I'm not even against. It's not that. It's just that you chose the short money over the long money. If you really believe in yourself and you really believe that you can beat Terrence Crawford, if you really did believe it, then you should have fought him, you fucking idiot. But I know because I don't give a fuck. Y'all don't believe y'all can beat Terrence Crawford.
No.
Whoever's mic that is, whose fucking mic is that?
Yo. And what they did, Jules, what people don't understand. Remember when the Saudis were coming over here with the Live Golf and trying to sign up golfers? They offered Tiger $1 billion. Golfers were turning it down, only for a year later to do a deal with the PGA. That's Espinosa knew they were going under probably like in March or April. And all these
unless
saying,
he's
no.
a fucking idiot, bro. And I'm like, because I'm like, me and you knew. I think most of the panel knew. I think most, if not the whole panel, knew, bro. They're not gonna. Showtime Boxing is not gonna survive this. I think we all knew that. So if we knew, Stephen had to know, like, bro. Unless you're just the biggest idiot in all of network television, that you really thought you guys are gonna survive this. 4 years, 4 consistent years of shitty numbers.
But that's why I
I
don't
bet he did
understand
think
is that why would he let them run into the ground? He sees the numbers constantly.
Because he's
they're
a
not getting
weasel,
better.
Michael.
There
He's
has
a
to-
weasel.
But Jules, there has to be another reason for it. Like this.
No,
is
I'm
stupid.
look. I know that it sounds convoluted, so let me make it simple. You don't have a backbone because what your job requires you to do, you would have to keep Al Heyman and all his fighters in check. You're too weak to do that. People don't respect you. That's why Dana White was disrespecting you 3-4 years ago. Remember? That's why Conor was disrespecting you. They know about you. They know that you just, even though you a Showtime Sports president, you might as well work for Al Heyman. You will never tell him what to do. Understand something, because I said this and I feel like it's not registering yet. Al took the popular fighters over to another network and you let him. And you still over here licking his ass when he took all those metrics that could have went to your channel. He literally in front of you took him over to Fox. He literally better dealed you. And you still here licking his ass and accommodating his fighters when what I would have did? Oh, word. So what fighters, guess what? The fighters that you still got on this network, yeah, we're going to put them in some hard fights, bro. And hey, if you don't like it, take them to Fox. I'm going to look out for me. I'm not gonna look out for you. I'm gonna look out for me.
It seems
Because
like Espinosa Jules was just happy to be at those parties with these people, like, cause he ain't had no friends.
he's a
I'll
dork,
speak up for him a
bro.
little bit. I'll speak up for Espinoza a little bit here. He probably looked around and saw all these other boxing outfits getting exclusive deals, Top Rank with ESPN, Golden Boy with DAZN, Matchroom with Sky Sports, and now with DAZN. And he probably thought, oh, I need a stable of fighters that's going to be exclusive to Showtime. But then we get to the run of the problem of, oh, then you fucked up the Fox. Oh, well, we'll put the pay-per-views on Showtime. Then the Fox deal falls through. Now he's kind of just trying to suck him back into Showtime, and it's too late.
It's not that. It's that if Al Heyman had the liberty, in other words, it's like you got pumped and dumped. You know, like a one night. Like, I don't want to say it's a one night stand because they have a long standing relationship, but it's like pumped and dumped. They're like, yeah, you the side chick. You even though you have more history with Stephen, as soon as he got the chance to get a bigger deal on a bigger platform, he didn't care about you, bro. He took Spence over there, Thurman over there, Manny over there, Chalos over there, Wilder over there. All the guys that could have got numbers for your platform, he took them over there, and you just took it. You just took it. Like, so what do I get? J-Rock? Lubin? Fundoria? That's what I get?
You get
So that when
Points.
shit don't work out over there, oh, no, now you want to bring them back. Now you want to bring them back when they ain't worth no fucking money or nothing. You know what I mean? They played you because they knew they could play you. Because really, you may not think so, but on some network shit, that's literally what they did. That's like if Bob took Shakur and all these young guys and he sent them somewhere else. ESPN. So what do we get? What are we left with to bring ratings to our platform? What are we left with? Yanni Beck, who did better numbers than Rolly Romero, by the way, when they went head to head. Most people don't realize that.
What a plus.
I mean, like kind of like you hear that Yanni Beck ain't shit all the time, which is true. Like, yeah, you're not popular, but you still more popular than Rolly. How do I know? Y'all had a fight on at the same time. Your numbers were way better than his. I think Rolly's was like 2 and change or some low ass shit. And Yanni
It was
Beck's was up there.
170.
You mean the
It
loss
was
he had against
175
Gervonta
for Rolly.
Davis?
It was 175 for Rolly. For Rolly, and then for Yannick was like 425 or something like that.
It's way better.
It was like
4 times
more than double.
Jules, so you
4
telling me
times.
the loss he had against Gervonta Davis didn't make him a big star like Isaac Cruz? Is that what you're
Bro,
trying to tell me?
that whole shit is nauseating, bro, because you know what I want? You know what I want to see Mexican boxing have a renaissance because a lot of exciting fighters come out of there. And I'm tired of American boxing, to be real with you. That's the thought that I have had the last week. To like, oh, it's always some drama shit in America. The Crawford shit, the Spence shit, now the Boot shit, the Shakur shit, the Devin shit. It's like,
Wilder shit.
Wilder. It's like yo, I'm here to watch people hit each other, not this shit. I'm not here for Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm not.
You know what we
Jules,
need?
it's
But
like
Jules, hold
Coach
on though. You
Malachi
can't
said-
have Oh, you want to go first, country?
I just real quick. It's like Coach Malachi said. The aerosexual fans just transferred over to Boots, dude. For real, because now that Arrow got beat, now they're clinging the Boots.
Or they
No,
turned
I
off
mean
the channel.
no, because it's a little bigger than that. It's that Americans don't seem to know how to watch boxing for boxing. If you really look like other people watch it for the fight, bro. Like motherfuckers ain't sat around in Mexico in some fucking bar worrying about what he said didn't. Man, yo, we here to see a fight, bro. Like that's what we here for. You know what I mean? And I noticed that only in the American market is the big and big like yo, who
They need that
cares,
rah
bro?
rah shit.
Yeah,
Everybody
that's like
stuff like
motherfuckers that fight like, oh, I hate a motherfucker that like, yo, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah,
What the fuck
the
are you
only
doing, bro?
person that you know how they're loving that Marquez video now of him rooting for fuck. I can't stand Marquez, yo. He's so fucking bitter.
I seen that lame shit. I seen that corny ass shit. And it's look for all that capping you doing for David Brody. All you showing is you a traitor, bro. That you everything you do just shows how big a hater you are, bro. Because really, what David is more accomplished than Canelo. Come on now. What David had it harder than Canelo? Really, he had it harder than Canelo. Little redheaded kid in Mexico. I know they want to beat the shit out of him every day. Just having red hair in general and being a man, yeah, you better know how to fight people because
Marcus,
especially in Mexico,
Marcus is jealous
bro.
of Canelo.
I never saw no redhead when I was living in Mexico, bro. You don't see that.
I'm telling you,
Yeah,
like
don't get killed off.
a redheaded joint. Oh yeah, they gonna love them. But redheaded man, yeah, I hope you know how to fight, bro, because they
Well, they're
gonna
gonna
try
love
to.
them too in a different way.
No, I don't know about all that. George said, F fight, fantasy fight, David Hay versus Fury. Fury ducked this too. I mean,
No,
if David would have, the thing is that it's kind of self-explanatory that if the fight would have happened when it should have happened, in all likelihood, David would have won.
Yeah, I
Because you
agree
know
with
he
that.
was because he was explosive at that time, and if you just think about Fury, he's so tall, he has to punch down to hit him. And if you remember David would get under, throw them big leaping bombs. So I feel like if they would have fought, I do feel like David would have got him. But I'm not really big on David Hay. I'm just saying.
Wait, but Jules, wasn't that the time that David Hay was going through injuries? Because I'm pretty sure he pulled out because his foot got injured, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
weren't they
so nah, he
supposed
would
to
have got
fight
fucked
both?
up.
I
Oh, it
don't
was
know.
before? I don't know.
No, he
about
got
that,
cut.
He stubbed his
Got
pinky
cut
toe
by
one
both
time.
Remember the pinky toe incident?
That was
That was with
Vlad.
Klitschko. That was
Yeah.
with Klitschko. That was
He got cut in sparring against Philip Gorvic cut him, and that's what canceled that fight.
Yeah, but I don't. I'm just not
okay.
a. I'm not a. I'm just not a big believer. Like I know that y'all could call me. You call me a hater. I'm just not a big believer in Fury, bro. Like I'm just. I'm not. Like I think that the chips just fell the right way. But if there would have been slight deviations, I can't. Like for example, I can't see Fury beating Povetkin. I just don't see how
Yeah.
you win that fight. I don't. Not that guy. He is all wrong for your goofy ass. He would have knocked you the
Yeah.
fuck out.
So the reason we're here with Fury, like you said, is because Deontay Wilder was that stupid and scared of AJ.
That's what I see, bro. That the way that things happened is the only way they could have happened. Because when you think about the people who were around, if Fury would have fought them, just swap somebody out, you know?
Yes.
Even Pulev, I'm thinking like, yeah, but Pulev does have a good jab. He takes a good punch, and all that herky-jerky bullshit that I just don't see that bothering him. Honestly, like, remember, and I'm not talking about the Pulev that AJ fought. I'm talking about before all this AJ shit. These are the people that were around Pulev, Povetkin, and I feel like Fury, if he would have fought them, yeah, you lose, bro. You would lose.
Yeah.
I don't know about Pulev, to be honest. I saw the fight that he had with Vlad. Vlad was cooking him, bro.
Yeah, but that's Vlad, bro.
Yeah,
Vlad wasn't.
Clinch.
Vlad whole shit wasn't. Do you see how nervous Fury looked when he fight? Big old man.
Yeah. And then he just good luck in the fact that Vlad didn't get the rematch. I mean, a lot of good luck happened with Fury. That's the big reason why he got here.
Yeah, like I'm not a big believer in, and you know that you guys know even more. I'm not a believer in Wilder at all. That if there would have been any slight deviation to the 7 years of cab drivers that you fought, you don't make it to the WBC title.
Oh, no way.
No way. All right.
I would have had Eddie Chambers, 2010 Eddie Chambers beating Wilder.
Saying,
Bro,
I would have had Ruslan Chaigev beating fucking Wilder.
Bro, if you really analyze it and think about it, Wilder has had the easiest championship run or easiest way to get to a championship than any American champion in history, bro.
If you think about it, yeah. The only guys, the two worst champions I think that America has ever produced in the heavyweight division is between Wilder and Charles Martin. Like, y'all two really fucking suck, man. Like, wow. It's incredible how much y'all
Hold on. I actually want to stick up for Charles Martin for a second. I just want to ask you a question. Do you think Wilder could have done what Charles Martin did consistently for those rounds to Jared Anderson, bro? Like, could he do that?
No.
Yeah, that's
you're
what
right.
I mean,
You're right. But is that an indictment on Jared or a plus for Charles? Because it's like, Jared is acting shaky.
Yeah.
Jared is acting shaky, bro. He's bugging out.
Now he got arrested.
I'm off the bench. Listen, I'm off the wagon, bro.
Guys, he got arrested.
Off the wagon, bro. I traded my T-shirt in for Jared Anderson for a Torres one like a minute ago. I don't know what y'all.
Yeah. I'm on Team Torres, bro. All right.
I actually bought a Big Baby Miller T-shirt and I didn't return it.
I mean,
what's the
I
point?
traded mine in for an orange jumpsuit.
Shit, bro. I'm
say this shit.
Mustache and everything now.
I'll say this shit. Jarrell Miller is good for the division because either you're gonna see a really fat person fall down and get knocked out, which is funny, or he might actually be in some decent fights because it's like he doesn't have a choice. You know what I mean? That Matchroom ain't gonna fuck with you, and Top Rank, you burnt that bridge, so you have to fight people kind of. That the Saudis got money for like the Daniel Dubois fight. For those that don't know, they saying that Daniel Dubois might fight him. I like that fight. Like, yeah, that's a good fight.
Plus,
Danny,
plus Miller has the gift of gab.
he talks shit, but it's also it's like, you know, Daniel does hit hard. I know that quitter, all that shit, right? But he do hit hard, so maybe he could knock Jarrell Miller out. Maybe I'm not banking on it. I'm just saying that's one of the scenarios. It's like, yo, he's really fucking fat, yo. He's like 300 pounds.
Yep.
If he falls, he's not gonna get up, bro. That dude is fat as shit. He is not getting up,
years
bro.
to get up, man.
Telling you, like,
harder than I can't get up.
I'm telling you, a motherfucker that's 300 like, nah, you are not gonna get up,
wait,
bro.
Jules. He might be Weeble Wobble. You know, Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. He
Bro.
might just wobble back and forth.
Bro, he bow-legged like a project bitch. Y'all seen, like, he bow-legged like his like bow-legged like a project bitch. Like, why does your knees do that, bro? You too fat for your legs to do that, bro. So it's like, to me that's a good fight. And I'm like, I could really go for it, and I said it in a video I did. If he fights Dubois and he beats him, shit, give me Joe Joyce after that. I like those fights.
Yeah.
I'm tired of waiting on the same people to do something. I'm kind of tired of the AJ Wilder.
Yeah.
I'm sick of it. I just want to see some good fights now. Like, I'm like, I just want to see some fights, bro. That's all I want to see.
But why do they got to give us Junior 5 versus fucking Frankie Sanchez?
Nah, see, I'm not. See, don't play with me. Don't even play with me. They doing that? Don't even play with me.
He's fucking with you, Jules.
You playing, right, Drew? That's not on that show.
It says it on. They tweeted that on the. I think Benson gave a potential lineup: Junior 5 versus Frankie Sanchez.
Yeah, he did
Why
say
the
that.
fuck did the Saudis
black hole of
Oh,
interest?
you're making Jules' vein bust out of the side of his
Just
head.
to have heavyweight, just to round it out with heavyweights, I guess. But
Yo,
I
Davidoff was
never
on
want
that
to hear
list, too.
again. I never want to hear again that the Saudis wouldn't pay money for anything.
but I did say, I'm gonna say this. I did say that weekend that you want to pay attention to certain people who were in attendance, like Dimitri Bivol and Artur Beterbiev and Frankie Sanchez, because these people are not there on a visit; they're there on business. You know,
Yeah,
like when
they're
you see
not there for
Roberto.
health.
Yeah, like when you see Roberto Duran is there. Well, obviously he's not fucking there to fight, right? You know, like when you see
Right.
Michael Spink, well, obviously he's not there to fight. But when you see these younger fighters that are there, it's like, what the fuck did they send for you for? They must have a proposition for you. They must have
I don't
some
know.
business.
We just saw James Toney versus Razor Ruddock. We might see them in a fight.
Yo, did y'all see Razor? He got titties.
I'm so glad I didn't see that.
What happened with that
saw
fight?
the
I didn't see
background,
it
bro.
or hear
Yo,
about it.
dog,
I didn't see it at
Razor.
all. What happened?
Razor is built at this point. If y'all didn't see, Razor is built like so many Jamaican aunties on 140. He got the full pop belly titty thing and he did the smile like that over the shoulder. I'm like, yo, he is built like so many
built like Miss
aunties
Cleo.
right now.
What happened with the fight though?
I seen the fight. You know what the funny shit is? I seen a highlight of it. It wasn't bad. They
Who
punched.
won?
Who won?
It's an exhibition, fellas.
Oh,
A
okay.
6-round
Who's the winner?
exhibition. What the fuck do you mean who won?
So
bro?
nobody got knocked down.
The fans, they won.
Who won?
No, they
Who was the
didn't.
fight?
Stop
Who was it? Razor against who?
It was James Toney.
James Toney.
Huh?
The fans won, bro. Fucking fans.
No, the fans didn't win
It
shit.
was
The
a
fans
draw.
didn't win shit. For
Yo,
$29.99, the fans didn't win shit. That is not $20-$30 fight. Get me twisted.
$30 for that shit. Like, whose idea was like? Boxing is so crazy that anybody would orchestrate an event centered around these two old. Like, who do you think wants to see this? You think somebody's gonna pay you? You think somebody's gonna pay you to see this? Come on, y'all gotta do better, man. Y'all gotta do
You know what
better.
we need, Jules? You know what we need? We need for pay-per-view to become like a dirty word in boxing. We just think, oh, you're a pay-per-view fighter. That means nobody actually wants to watch you.
Yeah.
This is the thing. It's like,
No, because that's what they turned it into. They turned it into box office fights to crowd-funded boxing. And yeah, there's a difference. box office fights are fights that are so big, the only way to get the money is to put it on pay-per-view, but they are big fights. Whereas this is not box office, this is GoFundMe boxing. Please fund my purse, please. Because if you don't, I don't get paid. And that's sad, bro. Like, yo, I gotta stop, man. Dude, them dudes is too old to be fighting, man. Shit, Mr. T said Crocs and Ennis showed his desire of wanting to box Crawford since 20. Word, that goddamn line. Nobody even checked. Like, bro, you wanted to fight Crawford in 2018. He literally had just got to welterweight. What are you talking about, bro? It's like, yo, y'all, I don't know, man.
Ennis was in 8-round fights at that time too. He was still doing 8-round
Yeah,
fights.
what's it called? You know what it is too? I think a lot of guys forget that there was a point in time that your fighter did not mean anything. In fact, to a lot of people, your fighter didn't mean anything. Like the Devin Haney versus Loma shit, where everyone's like, "Oh, you should have fought me back then," and Loma's like, "Bro, you weren't even a contender back then. You weren't even anybody back then. You were fighting in Mexico. Why was I supposed to pay attention to you?" And it's the same thing with Crawford. Like Boots, you were on showbox cards. You might not even been main eventing some of them.
What the fuck was I gonna fight you in 2018 for, bro? And what bothers me is that I remember there was a time when if you said some dumb shit like that, all the journalists would have checked you on it. Like, well, in 2018, this is what he was doing. He's saying he was trying to fight. Like, they would have checked you on it. Now you just get to say any old dumb shit, and the fanboys just go with it without thinking about it, because that's and that kind of speaks to what I've been saying about the populace, that this generation that we're in right now, which is not my generation, they grew up with an internet and they have a very low attention span, that if anything has to be explained, they automatically stop listening, that they drift off. So if you tell them, well, how could Boots have wanted to fight Crawford in 2018 when A, B, C, and D? Once you say A, yeah, you already lost them, bro. Anything you have to explain, these motherfuckers don't have the brain cells for that, bro. So that's why they go so quick. Like, really, you don't realize you're being lied to? He wanted to fight Crawford in 2018. Just go look at what he was doing in 2018. Tell me you believe this fucking guy.
I mean, Jules, to be fair, we live in a reality where I could go online, I look up Kermel Moten, and then I hear people say, "Yeah, bro, you see Lee Wood's last performance? That's why he didn't want to fight him." I kid you not, word for word.
Yo, dog. The human race is doomed, bro.
A guy that's 1-0. Wow.
The human race is doomed, bro. That's what I'm gonna be here for the next civilization. Like when the asteroid hits and everybody's extinct, I'm gonna come out to the lizard people and I'm gonna tell them, yo, the humans were fucking stupid. Like, let me tell you I could tell you some stories that the humans were fucking morons.
Hey, what did they tell you? Why don't we tell you a story of how we were such fans of Wilder? What do you?
We're right. You know what I'm saying, like it's like, yo, like, cause the stuff that goes on is just so asinine. Like, where is everybody's standards? Where are the brain cells? Like, dog, like, really? Lee Wood, who fought Mauricio Lara, bro, 2 times, right? Monster puncher. He's scared of little curdled milk. Kermel, I don't know how to say his name, and I'm not gonna learn either. Kermel? Caramel?
If
Colonel?
you're around in boxing long enough, you'd have to remember.
I hate a weird
It's like
spelling.
that
Camaro.
Starbucks drink, caramel macchiato.
Hold on.
Caramel
Carmel.
macchiato. He's
It's
ducking caramel
C-U-R-M-E-L for
macchiato.
Camel.
I'm gonna just call him Bizarro Javante, because that's what you look like Bizarro Javante. You know how there's a
what sucks,
Bizarro
too? Because he could end
Superman?
up being a great fighter.
I saw him working at my local Starbucks. I think that's why they call him Caramel Frappe.
He's a cross between Javante Davis and the latchkey redhead kid from A Christmas Carol. Y'all remember the kid? You shoot your eye out, Ralphie. Remember the redheaded kid?
Yep.
With the freckles on his face?
Yeah.
Kermel looked like him. Like, he got the same eyes and everything with the freckles. I'm like, yo, he looked like the kid from A Christmas Carol. And just being with Floyd is polarizing enough, because he's not going to promote you. All your press conferences are going to be about him. He's going to get up there and, start talking about himself. So he's fucked. And I wonder how good he's going to be, I wonder how good he's going to be, because, hey, he is Floyd's fighter. And Floyd, he did get Javante to where he is. I'm not gonna say he's nowhere because no, he's not nowhere. If he wanted to be in big fights, he's in a position to be in very big fights. So he's not nowhere. But
He kind
the
of is
fact
though, because he's like, what's it called? Featherweight's basically top ranked territory at this point.
it is.
And like
But
the
but he's not
WBC,
in a position where he's looking for big fights, right? It's journeyman time, bro. It's bring along time.
it is, but like, what's it called? You already know, like, how long are you gonna be fighting journeyman, bro? It's gonna be top ranked time for a long time at that weight class, bro.
That is true.
And what's it
I
called?
mean, at the rate
When
he's
anyway comes
fighting,
up there,
probably for the next 5 years.
Yeah. And nah, I don't know about that. That's even.
I'm
too short
saying
for
that
him.
if worse comes to worse, he moves him up to 130, bro. You got the Dominican guy with the eyebrows up there. He's still WBA champion.
Bro, he'll be gone by that time, bro. And plus, he's
Probably.
fighting, I think, Lamont Roach next. Shit, he might lose. Who knows?
That's a decent fight, by the way. That's a decent fight. Lamont Roach is not great, but he's not bad. And Hector's coming off that knockout loss to Javante, so who knows how the fuck he's feeling. It's not a bad fight. It's not a bad fight. Now, what is your guys' takes on Benavidez versus Andre? Who thinks how do you guys think that shit is gonna go?
Andre's gonna do good till he doesn't do good anymore.
No,
Andre, I have David
the way
by
this year's
robbery.
gone, I think Andre is going to kill the narrative. This is
I honestly have,
narrative
I have
guy.
David by I have David by robbery only.
You think David's gonna rob him?
I see Andre. I honestly outclass him. Swear to God.
I think Boo Boo beats him outright.
I don't know, man, because you know what? Andrade's been an
Nope,
actor
I see
for a
Boo
long
Boo
time.
Boo's gonna do good till he don't do good anymore.
Does he get knocked out? Because that's what David's saying. He's gonna knock him out.
I got David
Probably
by
by
points.
volume of punches.
Yes,
I don't see him.
I think he does.
TKO. I don't see him getting knocked.
Same way
out.
he knocked out Flynn,
TKO.
right?
He didn't knock out Flynn. That's
That was kind of the point. That was kind of the point.
Guys, I mean, Dudu Andre isn't really all that. Like, is this dude really
He's
all
not,
that?
but he knows how to
He's not
survive,
all
the
that.
bare
Bro,
minimum.
let's be real. I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying that Caleb isn't really all that. I heard the final bell.
Yeah, he did.
Like
I
before,
think Caleb playing.
before this year happened,
he may not be able to finish. You never know.
and before this year happened, I thought this fight would go exactly the same way as the Plant Benavidez fight happened. But now I just think this is just this magical year where everyone who talks shit without any merit is going to get put on their ass and humiliated.
Possibly. Shout out to my man Fat Belly. Hold on. Shout out to my man Fat Belly. It's WBC Convention Week. Mauricio the Crook. For those that don't know, I believe the convention is in Uzbekistan this year. Why the fuck would you have people like, bro, you could have put the convention anywhere, bro. Hawaii, Cancun, Tulum in Mexico. That's a beautiful part of Mexico for those that don't know. You fucking put it in Uzbekistan? Who the fuck wants to go to Uzbekistan, bro?
Well, that way they don't ask him why he's so fucking correct.
Wait, speaking of Uzbekistan, does
Talk
anyone
about
know
the middle
what
of
happened to Israel
bumfuck nowhere.
Madrimov?
Go ahead, Ray.
Yeah, speaking of Uzbekistan, does anyone know what happened to Israel Madrimov?
They still got him. Matchroom still has him.
Yeah, but he's not fighting though.
I'm saying, bro, that shit with Sorrow kind of ruined his career. Those two back-to-back.
He fought again though after that, but I don't, like he just fought some bum that was from Regis's gym and then just didn't fight after that.
I'll say this: they might have cut him. Let's be honest. The way they cut that Kazakh guy, you remember his name? Yelulus.
I don't even try. But
Something with consonants.
You know what I'm talking about. The guy. They cut that guy. And he didn't do nothing wrong, but they couldn't sell him.
He did actually, because I think he was like asking for like a bunch of money for his fights, and they were like, "Bro, you don't sell that much. Nobody wants to fight you. Take what we give you and shut up." And he just didn't want to do that.
Well, then he needs to get fucking real. And look, I'm glad because that's what needs to happen. Like everybody got in the fashion of siding with the fighters and feeling sorry for the fighters and all that shit. And like, no, we need to bring back the old school shit. They're like, Brody, you'll take what we give you, or you don't take nothing because we ain't giving you shit. Yeah, that needs to come back. Because too many egos out here, B. It's not complicated. And it ain't even, sometimes it's not that they being fucked up. Sometimes it's like, yo, fam, what you want is not out there. What's the alternative? You costing us money because you don't even sell like that? so we can satisfy your ego. We got to make some money too out here. Otherwise, the whole fucking ship sinks.
You know what's
So
odd? They actually dislike Oscar for doing that because that's what he did to Rashidi Ellis technically. Because I remember like the narrative used to be that he just hates black dudes and that's why Ellis was out for 2 years. And then the second Ellis leaves and his coach says, "Oh no, we rejected a fight from Virgil. It was either
that's
one
what
or
it
two
was.
times." And it's like, yo, yeah, all right, then you don't get to fight now.
Yeah, like, well,
Go
we
off.
don't. If you, yeah, like if you're not gonna do, and the other shit is like, for all this, it's a business. It's a business. Yeah, that's a business too, fam. If I'm not fucking making no money off of you, and I want you to fight somebody in a good fight, and you don't want to do it, yo, I hope you enjoy waiting out your contract on the bench, not making no money, because that's how we rocking. Motherfuckers is not spending money on your fights and doing all this shit for no reason, bro. And it's almost like people don't understand that yo, it's the promoters' money that's on the line, not the fighters. You say, oh, well, the fighters' ass is on them, then don't box. You not worried, then don't box. Simple. Because ain't nobody telling you to do that. The money it takes to get you out there and do the show and all of that, it's not your money. It's the promoter's money. And y'all act like it's something wrong with the fucking promoter wanting to make some money. Well, if they don't make no money, you know what happens? Boxing dies. You fucking idiots.
Jules, can I ask you a question, Jules? All right, so boxing is the tale of two sides, the have and the have-nots. The have-nots is 95% of the boxers, the haves, the fives who get the big money. The 5% actually kind of sets the tone for for the have-nots. And this has been my argument about in regards to pay and the boxers and such and so forth, that the fighters are asking for an amount that is too high for their value, and in turn it is hurting the overall sport because I can't even get my words out. I lost my train of thought. I'll come back when I get my thoughts right, because I couldn't get. I forgot what I was actually going to say, because it was a particular point that I was going to make.
I'll say that very much is the situation. Fighters want money that is not out there, or money that they are not worth. And some of the more crude examples, because it's not just happening at the PBC. You can't just pigeonhole them. Teofimo is another example, you know. But one of the more glaring examples is Keith Thurman. All those years that you lost, bro, it's not that you were injured. It's not. It's that the money you want, nobody's going to give it to you. And you're willing to sit out and not fight because you think you're supposed to get paid crazy ass money. And nah, it's not rocking. So you and anybody like you, yeah, we need to phase you guys out. We need to phase, boxing don't need guys like you. Boxing needs Mauricio Laras, not guys like you. It needs guys that are willing to fight and willing to roll the dice and willing to gamble for the payoff. Because everybody can say what they want. No, did he make Mayweather money? No, but he started making good money. He did. He made better money after the Warrington fight than he was making before the Warrington fight.
Julius, I just want to say that I agree with you, but my problem is always going to be with the system, because I always blame the system more than the fighters. For me, Keith Thurman can stay retired and never fight again. If it is that what he want, it doesn't bother me enough. But what doesn't make sense for me is, after 2 years of not doing shit, you go to a fight with Mario Vargas, you obtain a primary position to fight for the world title. That's unacceptable. That's a real problem, because if you had 2 or 3 fights against top contenders and then you got a world title, okay. But you fought Mario Vargas. Mario Vargas did nothing in the WBC rankings because he was a regular champion of the WBA. So he goes to the WBC, and practically it's like you're a one step to get a vacant title just because of that. So
see, but Leo también, he never got the chance to fight for the title. If you think about it, while they put him in position to do it, he never actually did it. And if these rumors are true, and he's about to fight Stanionis, yeah, you might be about to lose again. You might be. So I see your point, but it's like he never actually got to fight for the title, because once again, his own demands are what get in the way. His own demands. And even worse, that it's not that the money doesn't exist overall. It exists in other places. You just don't want to go there. If you said, and I've said this before, oh, I'll go to the UK, I'll fight Conor Ben. Yeah, there's money in that, but your scary ass don't want to do that.
I know what you were saying about Mario Barrios, but let's put a little respect on his name because he'll actually fight people like the people Thurman doesn't want to.
Like,
I know.
I'm just tired of hearing people trying to talk him up like he did. Like, what did he do, bro? He beat a 42-year-old Ugas who had a broken eye socket.
Y'all just kind of. I was gonna say, I think you guys kind of forget he did duck Regis at 40. Like he's not clean, bro. Like that.
Yeah, his nose ain't clean, bro. Remember, he said that he told Regis that he couldn't make that weight anymore, but you just fucking made it for Javante.
With a catch weight.
Made it with a rehydration clause.
Rehydration clause, yeah.
Right? It's like I'm tired of the sucker shit, man. That's why I'm about to get on my polo shit, man. I'm just gonna look at all fighters that nobody knows. That's what I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna be like a hipster, bro. Because the guys that's out there that we talk about on a regular basis, and a lot of the subjects that I cover on the relay, I'm actually tired of a lot of them guys. Like, yo, y'all dudes is boring, man. For real, this shit.
We need to get into Korean boxing because those motherfuckers have absolutely no skill whatsoever, but by God, they'll swing for the fences.
I'm saying, like, the shit is boring. Like, I'm a big fan of Shakur, but when I see all the drum shit, I'm just like, yo, like the Devin, the Davis, it's like, oh God, this shit. I don't want to hear about this shit. Like ain't nothing else. Just fight the Spanish De Los Santos Dominican guy, bro. I don't even want to hear about none of that shit. That's why I love Inouye, man. I love Inouye because, like, yo, I don't gotta hear him arguing with nobody. I don't gotta hear about he said and she said and they win and they, bro. He just fight, bro. He just fight, right? Shout out to Tapales. He just no fuss, no muss. Let's go, let's fight. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kenshiro Taraji. He just fight, bro. We ain't and when he not fighting, he taking pictures with his cat. Did y'all see his Twitter? He literally taking pictures with his cat in the bed. The cat, a feline, right? Y'all motherfuckers trying to be gangsters and rappers and real estate agents and entrepreneurs. You trying to do everything but box in America. You trying to do everything but box. The other motherfuckers is boxing, bro. And ain't that what we here for? We're here for boxing.
Can we go back to when Shakur dated Joette's sister and then dumped her after he beat him?
Bruh, to this day, that shit was the weirdest thing I had ever seen. But so Ring, what I'm hearing is you're gonna become true school sports soon, bro.
I'm saying, bro, it's that the American boxing scene is such a it's like how can I put it? It's like it's played is the word.
Love and hip hop.
It's played. It's like yo, y'all think that because y'all arguing on Twitter, somebody really. That shit is like, do you understand how many arguments have been on Twitter that didn't do shit, that didn't move the needle? All it's going to do is give content creators something to talk about. It will give you the illusion that you're moving the needle. But nah, nothing is really happening. Y'all motherfuckers argue with each other all the time, bro. Y'all been arguing. Y'all going to keep arguing. And that shit is played. It's just, it's played.
It's not love and hip hop. It's love and boxing now.
Yeah, like that shit, like, just fucking fight, fam. I ain't trying to be mad at nobody, but at the same time, I'm like, yo, dog, you knew he getting money, he fighting. Kenshiro getting money, he fighting. A lot of them Brits, they getting it on, they fighting. You ain't got to ask the Mexicans to fight. They'll fight you just for looking at them, bro. They gonna fight. He gonna fight you. But here in America, we got Teofimo's drama, Shakur's drama, and Barboza drama, and Ramirez, like yo, dog, remember, nobody's saying nothing, but it's like, yo, Ramirez, you chose not to fight the rest of the year, basically. You chose not to fight because it was supposed to be you and Regis, remember? And you said, yeah, I want more money. Now, what are you getting? Devin's fighting, Regis is fighting.
When's the last time he fought? Did he fight this year?
Yo, I think it was way back there in the beginning of the year.
He fought Comey and that's it.
Yeah, he fought Comey. And they ordered, they ordered the fight. They ordered the fight between him and Regis, and he really tried to like. Who's that?
It's his managers, bro. Rick Merrigan, bro.
Oh yeah. It was.
Yeah, it was complaining online, saying, "Yo, everyone's fighting, but me. I need to get a better manager." All right, then get a better manager. Why haven't you fired Rick Marion yet?
Oh, go to fucking Matchroom, bro. Like I
Bro,
don't like.
Can you be locked in a contract with a manager? I know
No,
it can't
he's
for
a.
a promoter.
You could fire a fucking manager, bro. You can.
Fucking fire him and get a new one.
I'm like, yo, because he's not a top rank fighter no more. For those that don't know, Arnold is not with Top Rank anymore. Top Rank is willing to work with him, but he's not with them. There's no multi-fight deal. So look, Top Rank didn't have nothing for you to do. You were hoping that let's cut this shit. You were hoping you could get Lopez. You were. We all know you were. You can't get him. Hey, yo, Matchroom got 140 pounders all day, bro. They got plenty of guys you could fight. Go over there. You rather sit on Twitter and nobody wants to fight me. Me. All right, bro. Okay, bro. Do your thing, bro. It's your career, man. It's your life.
Hey, Jules, we got a troll in the chat. MSP. He's trying to say he cheated, stacked raps, and all this other shit. Needs to be blocked.
Just ignore it, bro. Just ignore it.
No, I'm gonna block him. If I could eject you from the planet, I would, bro. I would literally shoot you. I would shoot you into the fucking sun, bro.
No, it's not Lucius. It was MSP. Lucius was cool.
Shit, I banned the wrong fucking guy.
Yeah, don't ban Lucius, man. He's cool, man.
Oh, man, Lucius, I'm sorry, bro. I banned you. Who's the guy, country?
MSP, man.
Oh, fuck.
This is why you ignore them, country?
Yeah, why you telling me about this shit? I wouldn't even know if you didn't say that.
Because he was trolling, man. It's just bullshit.
I don't think it matters, but it's like no one cares at this point. It's like the dude fought in a place where you literally can't stack your raps, bro.
Shit is.
I don't know what else to say. And you knocked the guy in 2 rounds.
But the other thing is that shit, like these people and that's why I hate these dudes, because so much of boxing is fucking complete morons arguing shit they don't understand. Putting that shit, extra gauze and tape on your hand does not make you hit harder. It protects your hand. It's not plaster of Paris, you fucking idiot. The plaster of Paris is some shit that when you sweat, it'll harden up around your hand. Yeah, that's not that. What we're talking about is tape and gauze. And the reason that fighters like Inouye and Felix Trinidad might stack their raps is because they're punchers, you fucking idiot. They're likelier to break their hand. So they need additional protection to protect their hand. It doesn't make them hit harder. But it's like, yo, shit, I shouldn't have to explain shit like that. Like, y'all motherfuckers really is too stupid to be alive.
Yo, did you see the clip that was going around? They were trying to set up Crawford.
I don't know how, bro. I want to, but I don't know how.
I think you might need to find his profile or go to your ban list.
Just ignore him.
No, we're trying to unban Lucius.
Oh,
yeah, he was innocent, man. He got banned by accident.
Lucius, we're trying to get unbanned Lucius.
Damn, my boy Lucius caught a straight for no reason, bro.
That's fucking country's fault. He telling me what
country.
Let
the chat be the chat. Country, you taking it to the city right now, country.
Can I find him?
Went to the first line.
Let me see. I see where I removed him. Can I unremove him?
Yeah, you can.
How?
You should be able to go. You should have a block list somewhere.
No, yeah, there's gotta. Let me see. Is there a block
Press the
list?
button, bro. Damn.
I'm pressing the fucking button, bro.
Press the other button.
Yo, free Lucius. Free Lucius. Free Lucius. Free Lucius.
Yes, layout, recording, virtual audio. Is there a block list there?
There should be.
Don't press the auto destruct button now.
Yeah, Mr. T, give country a
Free
round
Lucius.
bro, on Twitter.
All right. All right. I found a block list. I found it.
There you go. There you go.
Banned guest. What's his name? Lucius?
Free Lucius.
Banned guest. Why is he like? Nah, he should not be banned. Justin Soria, Clanello Alvaroid, Join boxing. Good luck. My
You ban
email.
M.A. Bustamante, bro. That's
Yeah,
like
I don't know why that's in there. Like, why would
nah,
he
bro.
be banned?
You just be shooting at civilians for real. That's crazy.
Oh damn,
I
Jules,
don't.
Jules,
It's
you a serial
Lucius.
killer, man.
Lucius. Lucius.
Mike, DJ Millions, Mark, Rush Soccer, Ryan Williams,
Ah, damn. How many people you ban?
Jane Boxing. Just yeah,
It's probably gonna be towards the bottom. It's
I'm
gonna probably be
looking at
towards the bottom because it's the most recent.
Juan Manuel Marquez.
Juan Manuel Mar. Look, man. Look, man. It is what it is, bro. All right. I unbanned a couple of people. I don't know if one of them was Lucius.
Free Lucius.
I don't know, bro.
He ain't ban. Don't ban him for
will
nothing,
ban
man. He was a
Lucius.
good dude.
Jules will ban
It's your
Lucius
fucking
before you ban.
fault telling me what the fuck is in the
Bro,
chat.
you'll ban Lucius before you ban Mirage.
How is it my fault? I told you about a troll to get rid of, man. I told you
I didn't
MSD.
know. I didn't even notice the troll, bro.
Well, you know what? You jumped on it right away without paying attention, though.
Maybe Lucius will see has another account. He'll see the video tomorrow, and he'll see that it was an accident.
See, like everybody in the chat is like, "Free Lucius. Lucius is an innocent man."
Yo, man, it's not my fault, bro. Blame country.
Don't blame me.
I can't control
Lucius is a good guy, man. We gonna
look.
Don't worry, Lucius. We'll put a bounty on country for you.
Look, I'm gonna get the paralegal. I'm gonna get a couple of lawyers. They're gonna get Lucius out 48 hours. Okay. I got some people working on it at the DA's office. He'll be out. Right. But
you are the DA's office right now.
Look, man. All right. Enough. All right. But what else is going on? What else is going on? Let me see. We got the Fury Usyk shit, which I'm so fucking tired of.
Oh man, can we not talk about that?
Let's not. Yeah, let's not. I don't even want to talk about
Every
this
time I
shit.
bring Fury makes me want to hate boxing, bro. Anytime I see his face, I just I cringe. I don't want to. I don't want to watch the sport
He's a
anymore.
clown, bro.
You know.
He's a big reason why boxing is dead.
Do you guys think that Wilder is gonna fight in December? Do you think he'll take the
I'm
deal?
seeing these rumors for the supposed card, the Saudi card. You have it's too good to be true. It's a good card.
I like Wilder versus Parker, but I just don't know.
Wilder versus Parker.
If it's a promise of
AJ versus Wallen, and then they got Jarrell Miller versus they have Jarrell Miller versus Triple Knee. So that's not a bad card.
The shit is that
only way it happens if
the shit is that who's gonna promote it, because you can't have AJ boxing on a TNT show. You can't. You literally can't. So unless that's why I'm like, I like the idea of this card, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. I don't know.
I think the only way you can get Wilder is if you can promise him the AJ fight afterwards.
I mean, he's not doing anything, you know. Well, that's not true. He did say they have something planned for January, but it's probably the Ruiz fight. He's an idiot.
So
he's gonna. If you know what, he's just gonna do something stupid. Whatever stupid is, that's what he'll do. So if it's stupid to not fight Parker, then he won't fight Parker.
Yeah, at this point, why are we talking about the heavyweight division? It's like talking about the middleweight division. Who cares?
What's it called, Jules? So I just wanted your opinion because so on a scale of 110 to 10, how bad will George Kambosos get his ass beat when Lomachenko fights him?
Nah, he's gonna get the shit beat out.
Nah.
He's gonna get the shit beat out of him. Like, I know Loma's old and everything, right? And he's not everything that he was, but George don't have nothing.
Yeah, but George was never I'm sorry, but George was never that good, bro.
Bro, George don't got nothing for that guy, bro. That's a cash
George
out
is a
for
decent
George.
fighter.
He's a
George
decent fighter.
I'm not saying no. I'm not saying he's not. I'm saying that he don't have nothing for Lomachenko. That's a cash out fight.
The thing is with George, he's in between a gatekeeper and a journeyman. That's where he's placed.
It's a chance for him to make money one more time because they want to do it in Australia, probably stadium fight, right? And it's going to be for a title. I think it's the IBF title they're both in line for. It's just a chance for him to make a little bit more money. Really, it's a chance to put a title in Lomachenko's hands. My thing is, okay, Lomachenko, you come back, you fight George. Are you going to fight Shakur?
No, I think that might have been the plan. Because, like, if you look at it, it's like this might have been the best option possible. Think about it. Shakur could get the WBC, Loma could get the IBF, and then the WBO. I don't even care who's getting it. It's going to be at Top Rank anyway. And
Yeah,
then
it
Think
is.
Navarrete
Yeah, but they're talking
will
about
find a way to get
but
it.
they have Navarrete on the undercard though. They talking
exactly
about
that too.
Navarrete fighting Shakur though.
Yeah, it
You think
is.
they'll get
They might
Navarrete
want to
at
get that.
135 belt?
I
Sure.
do, because if Navarrete, the thing is, Navarrete mentioned Cordina, but Cordina's not fucking stupid, bro. Like, you don't want no parts of that, man. So let's just cut the
If he doesn't
fucking
want
crap.
Oshaki, he's not gonna fight
He's
Navarrete.
not gonna fucking fight Navarrete, bro. And the Dominican cat, bro, just go make Mangu, bro. Like, I don't. You got a belt, bro, but you're not gonna fight shit. And that's if you can keep it, because you're about to fight Lamont Roach. If he beats you, I don't know. Maybe he takes that belt somewhere else, tries to get some money. You know, like Hector is kind of irrelevant. So the only relevant champions are Oshaki, Navarrete, and Cordina. And Joe's not fucking stupid, bro. You just went through hell with this guy. With this guy, I forgot his fucking name. You just went Vasquez. You don't want no problems. You don't want no problems with Navarrete. So he's gonna leave 130 basically. Go to one. Who's breathing hard?
But there's bigger problems at 135.
Yeah, but I mean, I could look, if it were up to me, Navarrete would stay at 130 because he hasn't been there that long. So I would prefer to see him stay there and unify. But just being honest, he's not gonna get those fights, bro. He's not gonna get those fights, bro.
And the other thing is, at the lightweight might be bigger problems, but there's more money.
Yeah, more money.
That's something that
Hey, Jules.
No, it has to be accountable, because at super lightweight, at featherweight, the kind of money you have there is nothing really compared with the money you can have with Shakur Stevenson, Lomachenko, and Gervonta Davis. Those are the bigger guys in those weights, because not even the guys at super lightweight are comparable with Gervonta Davis in that regard.
Exactly. Like there's better. There's
Jules.
bigger. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I found out who was breathing hard.
Who?
It was Lucius.
Listen, man. Listen, man.
You need to let him out.
Free Lucius, bro. He didn't do nothing.
I'm sorry, I had to do it.
I'm looking at these names. I'm looking at these names. I don't. Lucius isn't there. That's the problem. Unless his name isn't Lucius.
Is Al Heyman on that list, Jules?
Let me see. Join Jane Boxing, Justin Soria. Let me see. Shadowban. MMA Genie, Pedro Martinez, Payne, Miggs's, X Games.
That block list is serious.
WCIUS.
There's no Lucius in here, dog. There's nobody named Lucius.
Was banned and their comments were removed. So I mean, you did ban him. I mean,
no, I know, but I guess he must have a different name or something. I unbanned a couple of people.
You went through the whole you went through the whole list?
Yeah. It's not that long a list. It's all on the screen. It's not that long a list.
Oh, you should. I don't know. I was wondering because you was naming a lot of names. I was wondering, man. It's looking like you got a football team list.
I mean, it's a couple of people on there, but it's not that long a list. And I unbanned. This is what I did. I unbanned a few people at the top and a few people at the bottom. So hopefully one of them was Lucius. If it wasn't, it's all country's fault anyway. So
no, it's not. Don't put that on me.
Well, it's fucking fault anyway.
Hey, listen, guys. We know that we better not mess with Jules. He got a quick trigger, boy.
Yeah, you turning into this. You turning into the crazy.
Even Texas in the comments said, "I guess this means you can't call Jules collect."
You know what I'm saying? But look, gentlemen, I'm sleepy. I'm gonna go to sleep. I am gonna go live. That's this Thursday, right? Shakur's fight.
Yeah,
That's this Thursday.
Yes.
I'm gonna go live.
You need a moderator, bro. That's what you need. You need a
I
moderator.
don't know how to assign that shit, bro.
I thought it was Sophie or whatever, Sophia.
I don't know how to assign.
MIA, man.
Yeah, what happened to Sophie? Where's she?
She just dropped off and disappeared. She's been gone for a while. Since
I heard that Sophie's actually a contract. No, I didn't fucking ban Sophie, but I did hear that she's a contract killer and that there's actually a contract out on me, and that's why she's here. She's waiting. She's trying to gather intel so she knows where to, that's what I heard.
Oh, she's trying.
Jules, you should have a button on there somewhere. You know what it is? A moderator. You give a person a wrench. That's then.
But do I do that through StreamYard or do I do that through YouTube?
YouTube.
Good question. I think you do it.
It would be through YouTube.
Yeah, it has to be because I remember when I tried to do it through StreamYard and it wouldn't let me.
Yeah, I think you do it through YouTube. But yeah, you give someone a wrench, and then with a wrench, they got like moderator powers. They can block, block people and do certain things.
Well, look, I'm gonna give somebody a
Mute
wrench.
people, time them out.
I'm gonna give.
Can't give